Listen up. We've got an important job today. I want you, the guy over there, and everyone else to be on your A game. And I just want you to know that no matter what happens, you and everyone else here tonight, today, for these next couple of hours, will always and forever be my crew. Almost exactly a week, huh? Actually, I'm pretty sure it's been exactly a week. But anyways, welcome to the finale of Pikmin 3 Deluxe. We've got the rest of mission mode to do. It's been a long playthrough, not necessarily in part, but with how long it took to start and finish. Because, I mean, I started this game, like, around when we started Half-Life 2. And even before then, I had 2 parts because of the demo. And yet, this part's only... I mean, this game is only, like, a couple parts longer. And here we are months later, finally finishing it. And sure, that's due to a lot of things. Me not deciding to stream this some days. Being just generally busy, but hey. We're here now. Now let's go ahead and finish this. Alright, so first things first, let's go ahead and... Oh, this is... Okay, controls are a little weird. Also, I'm going to be honest, I am not used to streaming right now. Wait, no, we need more. It's been a while. Well, hang on a sec. Let me just figure out what we're doing here. Okay, so we got one enemy here. I'm gonna guess this is like a snaggered or something. In fact, you know what? No, we have too much time to not be able to spare. Let's just keep going. All right, so there's one of those crystal rock launcher dudes. 3 on the pizza. We must save the pizza once more. Doesn't look like there's too many enemies. Looks a little sparse, honestly. And then Pikmin-wise, there's some blues, and then I don't really see anyone else. Oh, well, there's reds right there. But there was pink Pikmin, right? Unless we already have them. Well, I'm sure we'll... Oh, I have them already. Wait, it's okay. So then... Oh, there's the yellows, of course. And I can't actually get any of them right now. Or wait, can't? No, okay, no. So I would need to break open this gate. Alright, so first things first, let's just try to open what we can with the crystals, with our rock Pikmin. And, I'm gonna send Alf to get these red Pikmin. Well, shit, it looks like I actually need to send Charlie over there as well, but that's fine. Yeah, I guess that works, Charlie. Actually, no, he can just go ahead and... If he's gonna just get launched up there, he can just grab the red Pikmin by himself. Oh, I hate when this happens. There we go. Alright, and we could get Ultra Spicy Spray, but I'm not too worried about that. Don't really need to open this, but hey, maybe if we have some extra time, we can get some Ultra Spicy Spray. Yeah, the pink Pikmin will definitely be able to break that glass. I'm glad that worked out. And now we'll do it again. I was really hoping that they wouldn't accidentally hit the electric barrier. Not that would have been a huge problem because it's Pikmin 3, they don't die instantly to that anymore. I'm really happy about that change, but yeah. Never be too careful. Now let's go ahead and go all the way around again so we can launch a captain up there and get some blue Pikmin. Probably could have sent the pink Pikmin as well. Oh well. There we go. And do I want to launch anyone else? Because I might be missing something. Why not? I'll scout the area out. Because I could probably send Alf. Yeah. This is a mistake. This was unintentional. Alf! You rapscallion! Oh, we're getting the fuck out of here. You know what? Okay, no. That's gonna take way too long. Oh, yo, a single rock Pikmin. Let's go. No, I'm not losing him to that. Although I'm curious, how did you get over here? Oh well. Alright. Looks like we can get the yellow Pikmin now, so I'll just send everyone up here, including, well, okay, yeah. Good whistle. I'll just send Alf to get these yellow Pikmin, and then we'll see where we go from there. And, Charlie, can you do anything? Outside of just taking out regular enemies. I don't think he can. I mean, I guess I could send him over here with the blue Pikmin. Might be better to actually grow some blue Pikmin. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll grow some blue Pikmin. Because we got that whole area, and there's probably going to be a lot to deal with, so the more the merrier. And then with Alf, don't get hit. Come on. Wait, what? So that's what we're dealing with here. I see. Alright, we're good. Ooh, that's not the greatest. He won't see the yellow Pikmin, right? Yeah, we're fine. And then in the meanwhile, oh, it's okay. Glass wall. I'm just kind of going with what I see here. Although, oddly enough, I get the feeling that I'm not really going to be able to get a silver medal on this first try. Just a hunch. Alright, we'll save blue Pikmin for that. Looks like we're going to need a lot of them, honestly. Then again, these guys go down in one hit if you know what you're doing. What should be next? I mean, we've got a little bit to wait for that. So maybe we go down here, take these guys out, break the rock, take what's on the pizza, and then yeah, that sounds good. Wollywugs, of course it is. There we go. Not too bad. And the old... Definitely wanted to do that. Nope! I just want to grab the 3 rock Pikmin that I left down there, please. Because they don't follow me up on the geyser for some reason. Now let's move out of the way so we don't get burned the fuck up. Actually, Alf, I could probably just have you rendezvous with... Because there's really no reason to have yellow Pikmin as far as I can tell, so maybe I just have him... I'll have him rendezvous with Charlie. And then Charlie has 19. I think I'll... I guess since I'm not doing anything else with them, I can just go over here and grab the other blowhard. Or hell, I can even... Yeah, okay, that's what I'll do. I'll take out the other watery blowhards here with the blue Pikmin, and then I'll carry them all back. And then when it comes to Brittany... oh, okay, this is totally manageable. Assuming they don't get uber bubbled like this. Just fuck them up, boys. No, don't go out of the pizza box. I think this should take us to a bronze medal at least. Not quite, actually. But in the meanwhile... Oh, good. Yeah, okay. Out of the bubble. Out of the bubble. Oh, that's exactly the amount we need for red Pikmin. That's cool. And why not? I'll just send the rest with pink Pikmin. Send them back here, and then we can go ahead and take out all the blowhards with Charlie. See, this is nice. All they can do is spurt water at us. They can't actually hurt us. It's just some nice, easy takedowns. Now I'll finish him off. Oh, get him. Okay. There's that silver medal. That's what we need. Honestly, you know what? No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good with the 19 I have. I'm just gonna go down here and just go on a blue Pikmin massacre. That seems like the best option for me. And then meanwhile, I'll take my crew up here. Actually, I could probably... No. I think I'll just go over here and see what we can get. Because there's a fiery blowhard here. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just send Brittany here, and then we'll take out whatever we can after this. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Just send them all out, and hopefully they can just try to get them on the attack. There we go. And we still haven't gotten that silver somehow. That's a problem. Alright, this should be able to do it. Got it. Works for me. And that's a nice silver medal for me. Oh, there were bull bears? I mean, they look like mini bull bears, but still. That would have been scary. But hey, at the very least, we are on the road to getting those silvers. Alright. So it looks like we've got the 4 levels left, and then, of course, we'll go back to this level. We'll get this silver medal, because we may as well. And then we'll take out all the bosses, and then after that, I'll go through all the Piklopedia, because I want to read up on all that lore, you know. Figure it's a new addition to the game, may as well check it out. Next up is the Rust Yard. Only rock and blue Pikmin. Honestly, the simplicity of that might make it easy. Oh, I remember this level. I remember the treasure collection of this one, where I barely lost because I wasn't able to get the grapes that were over here. And only the grapes, and I was upset about it. Alright, what can Alf do? Just rock Pikmin? Alright, where are they? Not a lot, but that's fine for now. What's over here? Oh, there's my aristocrat friend. Hell yeah. It's good. Always good to see him. Wait, what? Oh, it's probably just a bunch of, yeah, little fellas. That went well. I don't know, I have this weird idea that they're more deadly than they are. Yes, run into the wall. Fulfill your destiny. Alright, and while she's picking those, let's take out these guys. Oh, there's even more rock Pikmin over here. I didn't even see him. Alright, I'll just pick these guys up then. Get a move on. Oh, they're gonna go through this way, and they're gonna get trapped by these guys, aren't they? No, you know, actually, I think they'll be fine. Right, guys? Right, guys? You're not gonna get caught. You never would you? Launch the rock. Alright, there's too many crystal rocks over here to deal with them. Alright, I'm just fucking off. Alright. Come on, crew. Oh, great, one of these guys. Oh, they're always a joy to see. You know, really, in a regular playthrough of Pikmin, I wouldn't mind these guys. They're cool. They're not too deadly, but they just take forever to take out. That was a nice water snipe there. Alright, so all Alf has... Actually, there's not too many... Okay, there's not too many enemies left. It's just the water guys, the dumb crystal asshole here, 2 bugs, and the, I don't know what you would call these guys. I mean, we'll check the Piklopedia later, so we'll know, but like, I don't know, the jelly suckers, the jelly spotters from SpongeBob, yeah, sure. And I don't think they have anything else. I mean, they could start to take out the crystal enemies here. Grab the blue pellets. I'm not sure we're gonna need more blue Pikmin though. I think we'll be fine. Alf can just go here, and then we'll keep a move on with Brittany. Why would they give us that? That worries me. I guess for the Aristocrab. Oh, that's right. There's an Aristocrab. All right, well, Mr. Aristocrab, I'm sure you can just, you know, mind your own business. I mean, we are friends. We have respectable boundaries within one another. You see me? You feel me? Okay. Okay. There's nothing over here. Why am I going this way? And there's another water enemy over there, but I'm not sure. What if it was like a water snagger? That would be amazing. Alright, I wasn't actually prepared for them. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're good now. Whoa, hey gamers. Famous? Fan? I stream. At this point... Oh, wait. I only have rock Pikmin. That's bad. At this point, I only stream for, like... What? 2 hours a week, and I still get Twitch bots. Very, very cool service, Twitch. I mean, hey, it's not as bad as TF2. It really is not as bad as TF2. I'll give him that credit. Let me tell you, I tried playing TF2, I think it was, yeah, yesterday. And I just wanted to chill out on, like, a high tower server. No big deal. I couldn't find a single high tower server within like an hour that wasn't constantly being filled with bots. It was ridiculous. And granted, it was. Oh wow, we're just barely not at a bronze. All right. Actually, if there's only the one guy in the water, I may as well go for him. And I can have Alf start to waddle over to those guys. I mean, I played on other maps, and I was perfectly fine, like... Oh, it's one of these guys. I can take him out. I played on an Upward server, no problem. Other servers as well. It's just... Oh, that got me bronze and silver. Alright, we're good. Fine by me. It's just like... I mean, High Tower's a popular enough server. or a popular enough map. I figured people would be fine with just playing normally on it, but I guess not. I guess that's... No, I guess it was just too much for people. I don't know, man. I just wanted to play some fucking Hightower and I couldn't. But I mean, you know, it's good to play other maps. Helps, you know, prevent stagnation of the game. Can I get him? Can I get him? Nice! I had a feeling I could do that. Except for the treasure version of this map. I mean, I haven't been playing TF2 all that much, just because, again, I'd rather focus what I've been doing on things I'd rather get done, like projects and stuff, and TF2 takes a lot of time away from that. But, yeah, I just felt like playing a little bit yesterday, and it was nice, and I still got a bunch done for the project, so I'll talk about that maybe once we're in the Beastly Caverns. Okay, now why would they give us blue Pikmin and blue flowers? Again, that worries me. Although it's cool to be back in this level, because it's had that really cool... Yeah, this perspective. I love this perspective. It's cool as fuck. We already have these guys? Like, they've really got to start us off with them, huh? I'm sure they'll be fine. Just have the pink Pikmin go ham. Why not? Didn't I have a third captain? Or am I not remembering that right? Stop hitting the rock and grab the leaf. Come on. I know you're smarter than that. Do not. Oh yeah, I forgot about the light stuff with them. So I could just... Yeah. Make them freak out a little bit with mushrooms. This sounds good. I was really scared I accidentally threw a Pikmin down there, because the way the cursor's moving does not give me confidence. Also, hey, good to see you, Nicholas. Okay. Probably should have grabbed these guys first, but that's fine. Oh, that's probably what it is. Louis is back. I was about to say, because I'm like, okay, at least I don't have to collect Louis anymore like I did before. Nope. His ass is still grass. I've been doing fine. My day's been generally fine. Kind of a stressful weekend, thanks to my job and stuff, but otherwise, pretty good. More or less in a good position, I'd say. What can I do with... maybe I... Alright, that's probably what I'll do instead. Instead of moving Alf there, I'll move him here so I can break the rocks, and then we can move on from there. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I actually can't move from there. Okay. Never mind. Or can I? Maybe I just need to... Oh, probably because he was in, like, transition to stuff. There we go. He's got to go this way anyway. Alright. Well, then where can I send Dalmar? I could have him do that. Hell no. Oh, in order to go that way, he needs to go all the way around and take them all. Okay, no, I'll have Almar stay here, I think. Well, no, I'll have him try to join that way. But, yeah, so I wasn't able to play all that much TF2, but that's fine, because I got to work on projects, and I actually got, I'm actually pretty happy with the progress I've made on them. Like, I made good headway, especially yesterday. I actually more or less finished, I wouldn't say finished a video, but, more or less got everything I needed to do done. All the busy work. And that makes me especially happy because I've got a lot on my plate, and April is going to be kind of busy. Or April has been and will continue to be busy. Although I will say, I have, if everything goes well, which so far it is, I do plan on having at least 3 videos out on April. Which, considering my lack of videos lately, is a pretty good thing. Olimar has arrived. I don't know, I don't want to talk too much about it, because, wait a minute, there's enemies here. Louis. He's right next to the onion. Come on. Like, at the very least, like, when we did this for the treasure collection, he was, like, next to a bull bear, or in the bull bear or something. Right now, he's just sleeping. Look at this doofus. Alright, so now that we've gotten, we only have about 2 minutes left. Alright, I forgot, this is a short level. Let's break this barrier. Like the song. There's gotta be something I can do with Louis right now, right? Well, I can take these guys out with no problem, because those are just the tadpole guys. Yes, trap them in bubbles as you die. Make me waste more time. And there's a butterfly somewhere. So I can... No, not you. You. And that's a bronze at least, but we don't need a bronze. We're not looking for bronze. We're Silverman. John Silverman. I think that's the actor, right? There's an actor with the last name of Silverman. I'm remembering that right? Yeah, sure. I'm sure I am. Where are you going? Blue Pikmin, there we go. Yeah, you know what? That's gonna take too long. Let's just keep going. Alright, okay. So, break. I'll take Alf with the blue Pikmin. Yes, pink Pikmin, do that. And I'll send him to take out all of those guys. And then meanwhile, Alf will try to rush over to here. I really don't like how there's an enemy right at the mouth of that entrance. But it's fine. Beebity. Oh, it's not just these guys. Yeah, take out the tadpoles. They're way deadlier than the bubble guy. Alright. Oh, that's why. It's one of these guys. These rock friends. Oh, I don't like seeing that. Eh, good enough. I think I got a gold, right? Yeah, everything but the leaf guys, and it gets us a gold. I'll take it. no problem. I think I ended up losing a lot of pink Pikmin to that rock guy at the end, but we're gonna ignore that. Alright, 3 down. A silver, a platinum, and a gold. I was kind of worried because we started off with a silver, but it's going well enough. And then we got a 9-minute level 1. Sure, it'll be fine. Red, rock, and blue Pikmin. Alright. Louis. I mean, hey, at least he's actually in an enemy this time. He's not just, like, lazing about. Wait, what's the enemy over here? Oh, fire blow. Okay, I can do this. I'll just have them do their own thing. And in the meanwhile, I'll grab these 2 pellets. Oh, that was a good. This cursor is going all over the place. I cannot overstate enough how much I prefer the Wii U's controls. Just having Wii pointer controls is so much nicer than the gyro controls. And I mean, I will say I have tried with just the right, like, okay, so you can go into the settings, into other settings, gyro, and then just go to stick controls, which is really weird because, all right, you kind of just move around and it's like the GameCube, or it's like a controller where it just the cursor follows where the captain goes, and then you can kind of move with motion controls, but it's very weird. Like, you can kind of make precise movements if you're standing still, but if you're trying to move around and do it, it's very finicky. I don't like it. It's fine. I think if you're gonna play with the controller, it's better to just not use gyro at all. But I think pointer controls are the best for the Switch version. But even at that, it just I just miss playing with a Wii Remote and nunchuck and gamepad. Like, it was a bit over encumbersome, honestly, but I never really had, especially with some of the changes they made, like the bigger whistle and all of that. I just like generally how the gameplay of the original Pikmin 3 feels a lot more. But I mean, again, in every other way, Pikmin 3 Deluxe is the best version of the game, but I mean, you know, you get all the mission modes, you get the new Piklopedia stuff, you get a lot of, you do get a lot of stuff. It's just the controls, man. Not my favorite. Oh, I'm not really sure which way I should go with this. Guess I'll group up. And then while I'm doing that, Olimar can break this bridge. It's a wall, not a bridge. I know what a basic thing is. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and grab some more blue Pikmin. I'm gonna need them. And I didn't even notice the rock Pikmin over there. Hell yeah. How you doing, Olimar? Alright, Olimar. Go get him. I think the fiery blowhards have more health than the watery blowhards. Just something I think I noticed throughout these missions. Probably not true, but it'd be funny if it was. What happened there? Why did I go to the right side of the screen? I pressed left. Whatever. Now that Olmar's got his blue Pikmin, where do I send him? Guessing I can get a move on for here. Meet up with Brittany after I save Louis. I really really overestimate how much health they have, these guys. They're hitting rocks again, aren't they? No, okay. Alright, Alright, so Louis should be fine. There shouldn't be anything that prevents him from getting up. And then I'll go ahead and break the rock. Who is hitting what? Oh my gosh. How do you even get over there? Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. Well, I just wasted 10 seconds there by accidentally falling. But I can break these and go ahead and get some... What's going on? Okay, okay. Alright. Nice. Alright. I'm trying my hardest to actually aim up there, but it's just not working for me. Alright. I kind of want to save the bomb rocks to take out some enemies, because I don't need the walls. We're not doing this in order to get more Pikmin or anything. We're fine in that regard. I like how he looks around, tries to look for danger, and then he doesn't even consider us. I have a feeling this will end poorly. It's a Aristocrab. I see him. Alright, so Louis, now that you've got... I don't really know what I'm going to do with Louis. I will have him, with his 5 red Pikmin, break down this gate. I think that's the best course of action for him. Very small menial tasks that do help us at the end of the day. Oh, there's gonna be a boss there. But then again, I can't really use bomb rocks, or can I? Or maybe I can. Doesn't really matter. I mean, if this was collect treasure, I would worry about getting more Pikmin. But honestly, having 20 of each or so, fine by me. The bomb rock landed on top of him. That's amazing. Alright, Aristocrab time. Alright, where's my rock Pikmin? Look, just give me a minute. Just let me... There we go. I love how much of a threat they are when they actually have their arm, and they're like just this nice, this beefy, tanky, monstrous beast, and then you get rid of the claw, and it's just... He's just a crab fella. But then again, that's what I kind of love about him. Ooh, there's a lot of enemies over here. Ooh, that's okay. Yeah, definitely can't break that with Louis right now. I'll just have him join with the crew. My crew. You know, even though I don't like Louis, his whistle makes me very nostalgic. Just some good Pikmin 3 memories that are associated with that whistle. And hey, it's not a car horn, at least. There's not too much left. Kind of worried. Oh, it's one of these guys. Okay, that's not terrible. I can deal with that. I'll just do some various other things with blue Pikmin while I'm waiting for that, then. Okay, I know I lost some blue Pikmin. This should be fine. I love how the Wollywog is, like, about 5 feet away from that. He sees what's going on, he doesn't stop anything. He just watches. Doesn't even prepare. Alright, so we're good down here, so we'll... Oh, well, we're gonna need more blue Pikmin, aren't we? We've got 2 minutes, I think we can do this. I mean, what? It's just a... Yeah, a watery blowhard. I can take that out, no problem with everyone else. I had a feeling that would go well. And it did. And then we got 2 regular enemies here. Probably gonna be Nope. Honestly, I think we're gonna be pretty flexible with the time here. Well, then again, that last boss is kind of a pain, isn't he? A single red Pikmin. Kinda sucks I can't do this with pink Pikmin. But we make do. I mean, okay, yeah, that's fine. That's half health. That's half health. We're good. We can totally do this. No, 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 not charge, not charge. Do not charge your phone. All right, we're good. We're good. He's gone. All right, cool. That's a gold for us at least, and now we can. Oh, it's gonna be kind of a long trek, but we could probably make it. Yeah. They've got 50 seconds, and oh, it's just these guys. And there were even more bomb rocks for us. I could have just saved that. I mean, at the very least, there's a lot of... Run! Run, friend! And that actually does not... Alright, so lesson learned. Bomb rocks really don't work in water. It's okay, it's perfectly safe. It's a strat. Oh, it's a Wollywog down there. Yeah, there's no way they're gonna live from that. Alright, Lou's here. Lou's here. We're good. Nice! Another platinum. A little tight, but I felt a lot better about that than the other platinum we got. Platinum. Earn 10 platinum medals in mission mode. 10. I thought I had a little more than that. Great, now I'm getting cocky. Wait, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've gotten more from battle enemies than collect treasure. I only got like 4, didn't I? Oh, well, not even, because that includes the bosses, and I got 2 platinums and bosses. So I only got like 3, didn't I? Yeah, 1, 2, only 2. Wow. But we're not going for platinums, we're going for silvers. And hopefully I won't have to redo this last level here, Clockwork Chasm. Now I like this level a lot for the treasure mission. Let's see if the battle enemies mission is even easier. Kind of feel... Oh, Brittany's already getting to work. Good job, Brittany. Kind of feel bad that I'm doing better on these than the collect treasure missions. I feel like collect treasure is more of what Pikmin's about than this. I mean, battle enemies, you know, you battle a lot of enemies, but it's mainly about collecting treasure and stuff. And yeah, I haven't really been doing that all that much. What's over here? Oh, they put one of that. Oh, that is evil. That is so evil of a placement. Oh, and then one of these guys. Oh, no, it's not. It's sheer grubs. A big old nest of sheer grubs. This is a terrible idea. Oh, Almar actually gets teleported up here. And a single... You know what? No, you're coming with me. I love... Oh, they live. I love how Almar, when he runs down, look at Almar's legs. It's like some Charlie Brown shit right there, and he keeps going when he falls. That's fantastic. All right, we're restarting. I get the feeling this is gonna be really hard. Maybe we don't separate like I did last time. Let's keep things simple. Simple and clean. There's 2 sugar grubs? I can take care of that. And I may as well grab these fellas as well. This was a mistake! Bomb rocks and some red Pikmin. Very nice. We got the onion in there, right? Yeah, we do. I'm not gonna need water all that much. Doesn't look like. I think I'll actually get more red Pikmin. And then I'll grab more pink Pikmin with these because I only have 2 of them. Just makes sense. And I'll grab... Oh yeah, Brittany, you carry that one. You got the arms for it, right? You're a tough girl. So tough that I'm gonna have you go back and get all the other Pikmin back at the onion. Oh, even these blue Pikmin are carrying bomb rocks. Oh, that's a bad sign. That means I need them. Oh, great, more... Alright, just gotta ignore them here. Good to see more bomb rock locations. Yeah, no, if it's just those guys in the water, I'm not gonna need a lot of blue Pikmin. Do not fall off. Don't accidentally run off. Alright, I think the best course of actually, if there's a bunch of sheer grubs there, I could probably waste 1 rock. Yeah, there's no bombable rocks. I mean, there's bombable walls, I say. There's one here, but we really don't need to worry about that. Oh, well, there's no path here, like there was before. Maybe I do. That might be a well, I could probably just throw some Pikmin over that way. I think we'd be fine. Just gonna ignore them. This is gonna be really good, isn't it? That felt amazing. Wow. I did not anticipate for that. And it was like a perfectly round explosion. Like they all exploded in different directions. And that was amazing. And an achievement? Come on. Come on. I don't know what went wrong there. All right, yeah, I've got 5 blue Pikmin. I'm gonna take these guys out. Oh, wait a minute. There's no... Okay, there's a path back up. I got really worried that they'd be stuck there. It's like, that's the trick. If you lose your blue Pikmin, you can't shoot anymore at them. Pikmin gun. Pikmin gun. Alright. Now that they're down, let me go ahead and... try this again, but hopefully when he's not looking at me. No, don't get aggroed. Even though their eyes probably let them see in like 180 degrees. Alright, so we've gotten the bronze. There's only one more step to go. Oh, and look, they have a whole bunch of yellow Pikmin for us. Oh, beautiful. Lined up and ready to go. What's over there? I see. And I'll leave 1 yellow and 1 Brittany here. So that we can properly finish these guys off. Aim. Now I just gotta hope I don't throw yellow Pikmin off the map. Oh, that's why. Oh, all my pink Pikmin got 8. Oh, and one just... Even though they can fly, I guess if they get knocked off, they still die. Well, that's fine. It's more just me being scared of losing all my Pikmin by throwing them off. Again, those aren't Pikmin 2 memories I need. Alright, now that that's done, let's see what we can do with the conveyor belts. Oh man, I love looking at that circle. Silver is almost in reach. Honestly, it's probably better to hit the switch. Yeah, I may as well. There's nothing like... Yeah, everything else is better when it's going the other way. So I'll just... Shouldn't Louis be somewhere? I feel like we're missing Louis. Like, isn't he supposed to be here? I'm fine, they just not. I mean, having Olimar and Brittany, the two best captains here, is perfectly fine by me, but, you know. We don't have a single rock Pikmin. And there aren't any in this whole map, so... Throw it. Do it. Wait, no, if this is here, then... Oh, I get it, bomb rocks. Okay. Okay, I can definitely send some captains over there. I'll send them all over, why not? I kind of have to just gun it with everything else that's over here. Why would they do that? I wanted to throw them over. So that I could, you know... I figured if I threw them, then they'd be fine. And they would go over to the captain. And now this happens! But holy shit, was that beautiful. I only have blue Pikmin. Let's... Oh no. I was thinking I could just throw the rock Pikmin over there and it'd be fine. But no. They just decided to blow up and then I'm pretty sure they ran off the... Oh good, one of these guys. You know what? They can take them. Five Pikmin is a lot you can do. You can do a lot with 5 Pikmin. Alright? If only they didn't get eaten. Wait, maybe they can still make it! We were so close to greatness! The fucking bomb rocks were our... No! Don't give me that look. Don't give me that look. You know what you did. What happened? Clear our battle enemies mission with at least all bronze medals. Fuck you too, buddy. We're doing that again. Oh, there was a spider boss? There was a whole ass spider boss that I didn't even see? Ah. Well, whatever. It's just 7 more minutes. We're fine. We can do this again. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way first so I can have those bomb rocks. I think it's the best course of action. Don't eat my Pikmin. Eat Brittany instead. Or even Olimar. I don't care. Whatever saves me more time. You're fine, Brittany. Don't worry about it. Alright, so let's get red Pikmin onto there. Thanks for... Yeah. One thing I don't quite like is how sometimes if you make Pikmin charge at an enemy and then... You know, they'll charge at an enemy and then once they take them out, they'll just kind of like, you know, be happy and then they can't really activate unless you whistle for them or they, what say you? What say you? And you can't really do anything with them until the death animation fully plays out and like the spirit leaves them. It's kind of frustrating. Oh wait, what's over here again? The flying enemies, right? Okay, I'll just not deal with that. We're just kind of speedrunning what we did before. And if I want to go over here this way... Oh, that's where the spider boss was. It must have been, because I didn't see anyone else there. Okay, and if I want to go this way, I either don't bring the rocks over there or I take down this wall. Now I see why the wall is there. Touche, developers. Touche. I very much want to see this again. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. Alright, y'all stay there. Don't take the dead bulb orbs, please. Just relax. Do not. Someone's going to die from that. I can feel it. Easy. Alright, there we go. Moving on. Alright, perfect. He's not looking at us. Just absolutely get the jump on him. Don't need the honey. Don't need it. Forget about it. Forget about it. Quickly grab them. And I'm going to play it smart this time. I'm just going to take... I'm going to send Brittany over there. And I'm just going to take the pink and yellow Pikmin. Not the rock. Not the rocks. No, no, no. Don't do that to me. I'd be able to more... Oh, that's right. I actually wanted these guys. I'd be able to more accurately take them if I just had a smaller whistle. But no, I have to have the big one. No choice between them. They all ran into it. Even the ones that didn't get eaten by them all just decided to run into the goo. Good. Alright, that's done. We have our bronze. Not like we need a bronze. We already have the bronze. LeBronze? LeBronson? Is that you? Alright, and then we gotta switch this back. Well, wait a minute. Do I want to use the bridge? What? No, because I don't need the rocks over there. I know what I'm doing this time. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. I've got the spare bomb rocks. Fuck you, buddy. And I'll be taking that ultra spicy spray as well. I am actually going to send some pink Pikmin to get that. Okay, alright. Good. Do I really need to open that? Alright. Now here's what we do. Send Almar over here. Or someone. Send all our other Pikmin over here. Hopefully no one falls off, like a dunce. I'm gonna see a blue Pikmin get pushed off, aren't I? Okay. You gotta be kidding me with this. It's just a ramp. Go! Forget it! We are in perfect shape for this now. Alright, I have no doubt in my mind that we're gonna get silver now. I'm surprised they didn't even get a single Pikmin in that charge. But it's fine. Alright, we're done. We got the silver. What can you do, Brittany? What? They just run off! Why? I just want to see, you know what? I think I know why they do this. It's because of that fucking spider that's there. Alright, well... that blue Pikmin, he just what? Okay, so apparently, if you throw them but then whistle, they will stop, but they won't come back to you. They'll still drop the rock. Unfortunately, that led that blue Pikmin to just look into what was about to happen to him. Oh, he just had to take it in, I guess. He doesn't have the brain cells to move 5 feet to the right. No, that's fine. We love him. We love him anyway. But hey, that's all the that's all the defeat enemies missions done. We have all silvers in them. Look at that. Not a bronze to be seen. Beautiful. But we still have a bronze left in collect treasure. So let's go ahead and clean that up before we do the bosses. And thankfully, oh, well, actually not thankfully. It's a 9-minute one. Not the longest, but not the shortest. This one took some time. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to be able to do this. What the fuck was that? Alright, okay. Gotta get back in the groove with collecting treasure again. I'll have my red Pikmin go here. It's only gonna be like 10, isn't it? And then Charlie, you go ahead and... It wasn't 10, it was actually less than that. And Charlie can go and grab the rock Pikmin over here. This will hopefully only be 10 gold pieces. Oh, I see what's going on. Oh, that's cool. Alright. Charlie, come back to us. Oh, good, he actually can't because he doesn't have rock Pikmin. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. I gotta break this first. I really hate them still having trouble swapping between captains. It was nice only having 2 captains for a little bit. Didn't have to worry about too much. I'm doing it again. And while they're doing that, let me... Oh! They just came right back. Alright, cool. This will speed things along very nicely. The sooner I get my yellow Pikmin, the better. Wherever they may be. Charlie, you go and get your rocks. Forget about collecting enemies. Oh, wait, no. I need more. Forget about collecting enemies. It's all about the treasure. Unless they want to double up like that. That's fine, I guess. Oh my gosh, just get on there. God! Oh, bombs. Bomb. Mo bomb. I didn't want a rock to grab that, but it's fine. I really need to find those yellow Pikmin wherever they are. All the way over there. Actually, I could just find them with Alf, couldn't I? Or Charlie. Yeah, Charlie, you go grab them. We need to get Brittany back. And in the meanwhile, I don't think that's enough for 25. Actually, oh, I think it's... No, it's not. It's 23. But there's no enemies that way, so it doesn't matter. Oh, it's just this dude. We're fine. But I don't trust Charlie enough to walk back by himself, so let's just do this manually, shall we? Alright, now he's fine. We should be good with him. So we'll just have him break out Brittany. Let them do their own thing. Yeah, let's build the bridge, why not? I think I have 21 Pikmin. 21. Hey, wait, there's no enemies here, are there? No? Okay, good. I ain't gonna worry about that then. I didn't even realize the bridge was so close. But where's the rest of it? Over there? Okay. Well, actually, that shouldn't be too bad, but I need another captain for it. Oh, no, okay, no, I see. I can do that right now. And I may as well, since that'll get us another bridge to here. It'll be faster to grab all of this. Yes, I see, it's all coming into place. 3 red Pikmin over there, but that's fine. There's an enemy there, but I think we can manage. I have a feeling white Pikmin died accidentally. Oh no, just a hunch I had. We'll leave him there for now. What? Words cannot describe how much I hate caterpillars right now. I thought I would be far away enough for not to aggro enemies, but I guess not. Okay, gotta do it all again. I was feeling good about it too. Already had to redo this from the first time I did it, but no, now I gotta do it again. Awesome. I'm not that bad. I'm actually gonna wait for that so I can get the gold easier. Alright, and while they're doing that, I'm gonna have Charlie... Can I get the rocks from here? Maybe, but you know what? I'm just gonna have Charlie grab the yellow Pikmin. Oh, I hate switching between captains so much. It's so weird. Stop! I never need to switch to Brittany, please. Alright. Fine enough. Have him charge, immediately switch to Charlie. So I can get out of dodge. I'm begging you. Fuck off, you fuck off immediately. Like, those guys in Pikmin 2, I never had too much problems with. Kind of tricky, but overall not that bad. This game? Fuck them. Not even this game, just this mission mode. Pain in my ass. Alright, Charlie, where are you? We are making really good headway for this, I will say that. Like, the optimization of this has been very good. Look at that. And just as they pop that out, amazing. Alright, what else can I do with you? I'll have him go back and get that. And then with the rock Pikmin I have that I just got, I can break open all this. Oh, this is going so much better. I'm kind of fine on restarted now. This is really well. This is going really well. I'm starting to see the appeal of fully optimizing your shit here. It's good. Alright, who do we got? We barely don't have enough because this one right Pikmin decided to be behind a rock, but it's fine. Alright, so in the meanwhile, can I do anything with these rocks? I can, actually. I very much can. Then again, no, I think we'll be fine. Nice! That's what I needed. That is absolutely what I needed. Where's... Okay, Charlie's doing that. Alright, so then Brittany will have to start moving over here. And then with our rock friends, we can break this and start the bridge going. Alright, Brittany, how you doing? Let's get it going! Alright, we'll get the gold eventually. I want to build the bridge first. And oh my gosh! So that's what happened. He's just always active. I've had enough of you. I have had enough of you! That's right. Thankfully, I don't think that actually took out any of my Pikmin. I think we're fine on that front. Honestly, with the speed we're going, we could probably finish this all. Oh, that's right, we're not doing defeat enemies again. Right, treasure. Yes. Greed. Greed, good. Pick your poison, greed or genocide. Wait, nope, bridge pieces. Right. And then I'll break the crystals while I'm here. Alright, but first it's probably good to get these purple Pikmin. Don't really need them, but... I don't even need these, do I? Alright, now it's time to optimize, because we have one of the jelly fiends there. And then two caterpillar blokes, otherwise. Didn't I have red Pikmin over here? What are they doing? Alright, at this point, yeah, it's more or less treasure collecting except for these guys. And then I could probably finish off with them. Okay, so think this through. I think I'm fine. Like, at this point, I think a silver is guaranteed. But how do I further optimize this? Okay. Let's get everything we can here, and then we'll see what we do. $10 yellow Pikmin for that. That seems perfect. I think this will be 15 white Pikmin. Yeah, that's close enough, I guess. Alright, it wasn't perfect, but hey, we get the 5 other purple Pikmin. We get them all. And now we have enough white Pikmin to get these. Yeah. And again, we're just ignoring enemies for now. I think I'm gonna need the yellow Pikmin again. Oh, right, because they only collected regular treasure. Alright. all y'all come back so we can go ahead and get this tangerine. It's a tangerine, not an orange. That's very important. You can tell because they're like flatter on the top and bottom. An orange is more spherical. And also, after you peel a tangerine, you can just like take the peel off. Whereas with an orange, the fruit is kind of stuck to the peel, so you gotta like suck on it and stuff. What I'm saying is tangerines are easier to eat, and I kind of prefer them for that reason. Even though oranges, I think, have a little bit of a better taste to them. But maybe that's just me. Alright, so we need 20 for these things. So, how about... yeah, send all of those guys, and then for the round trip. And I'm very glad I saved some yellow Pikmin. Even though I'm gonna need a couple more. That's fine. Send Brittany back here just in case. Just to be safe. Hey, you! You know what? I know where he's gonna be. That's probably close enough. Get fucked, buddy. I think I'm gonna need more yellow Pikmin for this. Unless I can, like... yeah, I need yellows for that. Oops. Britton, you got me on this, right? Yeah. I don't think we're gonna hit gold, but honestly, I'm happy just to get the silver that I missed. Yeah, because we're missing the gold there. That apple's gonna be taken care of. Alright, better idea. I'm gonna go out. Of course, I can't walk that way. Nice. Gotta take the long way. It's fine, though. Oh, it's all buried anyway. Who cares? Who cares? There's all that. There's all that I could take. And I'm going to. I think some of this is buried, too. I didn't... unfortunately, the rest of this was not as optimized as the beginning, but that's fine. Grab the bomb rock warriors. Yeah, I may as well just grab what I can possibly take back at this point. And there's a gold cherry, and it's buried. Of course it is. All right, we're good. See if I can actually get a little closer. Can we even do this? I don't know if we can. Come on, cherry, 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 cherry. Ah, just barely not. I don't think that would have gotten us to a gold anyway. That's fine. That's a tough one. That's definitely a tough one to divvy up and get everything across. But I am perfectly happy with getting a silver because it means we've gotten a silver in all the missions. Well, almost all the missions. All of the treasure collecting ones, all of the defeat enemies ones. But we've still got some bosses to do now, don't we? And so far, we've been doing really good on these. We've gotten a gold, and we've gotten 2 platinums. I could probably go back and get a platinum on this, depending on how things go. But, again, silver is my baseline. That's all I want. So here we go. Scornet Maestro. Maestro. Mistro. Mistron. Look at its furry little hands and bottom, and I didn't even realize it had a tail. Oh, I don't like how all these Pikmin are like all over the place. They're making us work for this. No, you don't have to fight us. That's fine. Ignore. Ignore. Give me those rock Pikmin. Why not? May as well. Alright, I'm surprised we're already halfway done with this. Let's see if we can get the rest of those pink Pikmin before they start to charge. I'm waiting on you, buddy. You do your thing. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I think he's done. That was so fast! You know, this is a really cool boss, but like... Wow. I didn't realize he was so easily defeatable. I remember having a lot more trouble with him in the main game, but then again, we only did have 60 Pikmin. That's easily a platinum. Don't tell me otherwise. Yeah, give me that. Give me that. Give me. I mean, at this rate, I may as well go for all platinum on the bosses. But then again, the next are the two hardest. And if I don't get platinums on these within, like, reasonable time frames, I don't know. Because the thing is, with the Quagmire Claps, I kind of cheesed them with the winged Pikmin, if I recall. And we don't get any winged Pikmin for this. Although we do get rock Pikmin. Which, actually, we need rock Pikmin because of the crystal on the top. So, I don't know how this will go. I really don't. I mean, we do get a lot of rock Pikmin, it seems, which is good. That's probably the key to this fight. Alright. I'm just gonna ignore fighting for now and just get some more Pikmin. Almost lost them already. Thankfully, I know this guy doesn't really have any good attacks for me to worry about while I'm collecting Pikmin, so... This is more or less just preliminary stuff. I hope. It is nice to have a full 100 set of Pikmin. I will say as soon as I pluck these red Pikmin. I don't really need reds, but I may as well. They do the most continuous damage. Could probably help. They only give us 30 rocks. Actually, considering the rest of our playthrough with Ultra Spicy, that's probably fine. Alright, well, we already lost 2 just by virtue of weight. Alright, that's neat. That's neat and everything, so that's done. Now the real fight begins. Whoa! I thought he was down for the count. That's why I wasn't worried. I was very wrong. Why? No, please, come back to me. So anyways, I'm using rock Pikmin because they can't really get crushed. I mean, you did see a couple die earlier, but that was just unfortunate timing and stuff. Oh! Ooh, I see. We don't actually get captains telling you that shit's about to go down. And I just lost 2 rock Pikmin because they decided not to come back to me. That's fine, though. I really should be doing this instead. Alright. Oh, wow, that rock Pikmin was getting wiggly with his legs. Everything is fine. Everything is not fine. I'm not too upset about losing Pikmin, to be honest. Not sure why I had Pikmin down here, but that's fine. They helped a little bit get the legs back. Boy, do I like to forget about that. Yeah, the rock Pikmin are at risk of being, like, completely crushed, or being, like, just completely sandwiched between the legs and the world. Oh, wow. That is a ferocious charge. And, of course, they're at risk of being drowned as well. You always have to take that into consideration, but... Not over there. You know, do not lock onto that, please. I'm begging you. Where are all my Pikmin? Why are they down there? Why would they be down there? I didn't think he'd go for another... You know what? It's fine. I don't give a fuck. I was trying to mash Pikmin, but I guess they weren't just following me up there because there was just a little tiny gap in between the ground and Quagmire. Giggity! Get it. How many did we lose? Oh, 15. That's not... Okay, we got a gold there. I could probably do better. We were probably like, I don't know, 10 Pikmin and 5 seconds away from getting a platinum. Maybe. I might go back to that. If we get a platinum on our next friend here, the Plasm Wraith, then you know what? I'll just platinum them all. But if I get a gold or anything less than this, I'm just gonna... That'll be it. That's fine. I'm fine with him being the last. I don't expect me to get anything... Honestly, I might get a silver on this. And I'm fine with that. Because usually I just... Well, then again, usually I just cheese him with rock Pikmin. But we're gonna probably have 20 types of each Pikmin. 20 Pikmin of each type. It's gonna be tricky, but I think we'll be fine. I thought we were all in the Plasma Wraith already. Looks like we've only got 10 of each right now. Look at his legs. Yep, that's how it is. Yes, follow me, not the other captains. Yes. Follow the most. The hosts with the mosts. Yeah. God, your legs are fantastic. I can throw a compliment or two to my enemy, come on. Yeah, you do that, and then I'm just gonna fuck them up. Oh, that's right, they can still be attacked. Run, run, boys! And this is where we use the rock Pikmin to attack. Because rock Pikmin cannot be killed. Generally. I mean, they can, but they are very resilient motherfuckers. Oh, we're doing the cube thing already. Huh. Yeah, that's fine, actually. Getting really lucky with the rock cubes. I don't have any problems with that, though. Not fast enough. This is going pretty well. I'm actually, yeah. I don't know why I did that. Distract him. Rock Pikmin are my friends. They get the job done always. Why would I do that? Why would I charge? That's not... Oh, that worked. Unbelievable. Actually impressed. I'm also impressed I haven't lost any Pikmin. What are you doing? Alright, well, we lost some. That's fine. Losing a couple more, that's fine. Alright, now we're doing bad. Now we're doing bad. It's fine. I like how the bitch can just fly. Whoa! Something weird just happened. Give me that rock. Why aren't you breaking it? That rock Pikmin's having the time of his life. He's in stun lock. Oh my god. And he lived. Nice. Get down there. Yeah, this is it. He's gone. Make him puke him out. Yeah, there we go. We're done. We're done. We got him. We're good. Almar is free. And so are we. Lost a few more Pikmin than I'd like. But that's hopefully it. Gold, 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 gold. Platinum. That didn't feel like a platinum. Clear all defeat bosses missions with at least a bronze medal. Big game hunter. Alright, well, I didn't think I'd actually be doing that with a platinum. Well, you know what that means. Now we gotta platinum them all, like I said. Oh well. I've got the time for it. I may as well. I was about to say, that's what I started early for, but we all know I didn't start early. Hey, since I'm actually not in danger of getting attacked, I may as well just pick all of the Pikmin with the three captains I have. That would make it go a lot faster. Or maybe not faster, but I mean, I'm kind of just not really saving any time by separating all the captains. At least it doesn't feel like it. Alright, ready for the fight. Now hopefully no bullshit mud physics happens this time. Stop turning around. And hopefully Lockham will also want to collaborate with me. Collaborate. coagulate. This guy seems a bit coagulated, if you know what I mean. Alright, I know what he's gonna do this time. He's gonna... Yeah. Well, I think... No, okay, no, he's fine, he's fine. We're good, we're good, we're good. We're good. We're good. Run, fellas. I really hate when I accidentally lock onto the leg for no reason. Yeah, just keep going. Just keep going on him. Oh, we were so close. We almost got him in one cycle. That would have been great. Oh, well. The rest of the Pikmin down here did some good work. Good footwork, if you know what I mean. We might do this without losing Pikmin. But don't quote me on that. Actually, maybe do quote me on that. Oh, that was so much cleaner, dude. I wish I could have one-cycled them, but... not upset at all with those results. That went really well. No deaths. Just barely above 3 minutes, and a platinum. Which means there is one left. The first one, somehow. Somehow the first one's the last. Which is appropriate in a way. But whatever. So I guess the goal for this to get a platinum is to beat him in under 2 minutes. Which I can definitely do. Don't say I can't, you don't want to doubt me. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. I say as I get completely knocked the fuck back. I stand by what I said. Charge at me. Charge me, doctor! Get his head. I swear, this boss fight was like the main thing. The main reason why the developers decided to give us a huge whistle, because it's really good for this fight. Alright. Don't have too much time left. I think now I just want to deal damage. No, you were supposed to be dead. Did you see your health? Did you see all the Pikmin that were on you with that health? Oh, what are you gonna charge at me with? That's what I thought. Fuck out of here. Yahoo. And that's all the platinums for bosses. Very nice. And not a medal for actually platinuming all the bosses. I guess there was one for maybe all the missions and stuff, but I'm not doing that. You know I'm not doing that. No, but hey, we did all the missions. And they were pretty fun. I actually liked these a lot. I think I enjoyed battle enemies a little more just because I didn't have to think as much. And yeah, that's probably the main reason. I just didn't have to think as much. But collect treasure was fun. And I really enjoyed the DLC maps and all that. And all the unique locations we got to see. I think one thing that would have made me like collect treasure more is if it wasn't just the fruits and stuff. Like if we got to like just miscellaneous items and stuff, kind of like in Pikmin 2, that'd probably make me like it more. But part of the joy of that game and the treasures of that was all the descriptions. And if they just added them to these, I don't think we'd get those descriptions or names or anything. Maybe the names, I don't know. But yeah, the fruits are fine and all, but they're not my favorite. And then battle enemies, I mean, you can't really go wrong with it. And bosses is just a boss rush, but it was fun to just take them out in a nice, quick way. Be able to fight them with a full set of Pikmin for this playthrough at least once. And yeah, that's about it for mission mode. And we've technically done everything. We've done the story, we've done the side stories, we've done mission mode. We haven't done bingo battle, but well, you tell me why I can't do this. You'll tell me. But I guess I could show it off a little bit. Why not? Because I really like bingo battle. It's a cool mode. And I have a second controller right here. Fair, please. There we go. I guess I can only do that once I actually... Yeah. I need to... Yeah. Alright, I was trying to do that, but he wouldn't let me. Alright, fine. Fine, Pikmin 3. Actually, wait a minute. I could just... Wait, how... You can play Pikmin like this? What? Whatever. It's fine. Oh, there's a bunch of different stages. Wow. And you gotta unlock them. Not sure how I feel about that, but, let's just give it max 50 Pikmin. 1-on-1. I could do 2v2, but I don't have enough people. The victory macaroon. I'll show this off. Yeah, it's just like a macaroon with a little flag in it that you can take to instantly win, like a capture the flag sort of deal. And a macaroon, by the way, is a type of cookie. They're very good. I actually I had to make food for this one thing in a French class once, and I decided to make macaroons. They were pretty good. You know, no one ate them, but let's not worry about that. This is a very awkward control scheme. I'm playing with the controller, but I still have the gyro on. I don't think there's any way I can change this at the moment. But whatever. So what bingo battle is... Oh, there's more? Okay, whatever. Actually, no, this is good. I can show this off. So what bingo battle is you have a bingo sheet, of course, and it's of a bunch of things you can collect. And so, say we have the sheer grub. And then the sheer grub's face, I don't know if it's exactly a sheer grub, I think it's a female sheer grub, but then that space gets filled in. And the first one to get a bingo wins. Or the first to get a victory macaroon, but you can turn that on or off. Oh, is this a Pikmin 1 remix? Oh, this is lovely. I don't think it is. Can I lock on? You get away from the boys. Yeah, you see what I mean by there? But it took them a little bit to actually get the male shield grubs. After killing one of the other, and then another Pikmin almost died because of that. But yeah. So we collect those. You don't get like more spaces for collecting others. You just fill in the one space and that's it. So we just need a strawberry and an apple to Oh Jesus, no. The only issue with this control scheme that I'm finding is that I cannot move the camera at all. But I mean, hey, you can play with a single Joy-Con if you want. I mean, if you're just playing in... That's kind of nice, if you're playing in like handheld mode or whatever. You're just on the go, and then you have a friend and you're like, hey, can I play Pikmin with you? If you're playing Pikmin on the go, it's like, okay, yeah. You can just separate the Joy-Cons and you can play it in a very awkward state. But I mean, hey, you can do it. It's possible. Just with 2 single Joy-Cons. I don't recommend it. But it works. It works small enough. Yeah. So now all we need is a strawberry, which is right there. Oh, I hate this. I hate. Good enough. I really wish I could figure out a way to move the camera myself, but I'm pretty sure that's something even Pikmin. Oh, well, did Pikmin 1 have it? I think it might have had a thing you could center the camera. I don't even have that. Now that we've gotten the strawberry, we win. It's as simple as that. Play bingo battle once. Fun. Play bingo battle with the victory macaroon rule. Interesting. And you can kind of just keep going to however you want. And then I guess you just unlock a level every time you play a new one. And there's 12 of them. And that's basically what bingo battle is. Very simple, that's all it is. Nothing more to it. It's just a fun multiplayer mode, and I really like it. I didn't get too much experience with bingo battle, but I did play a decent amount of the multiplayer, or the multiplayer for Pikmin 2, and I really liked that mode. I really liked that mode. It's a lot of fun, and this one's also really fun. I wish it was online a little bit, but you know, having a local multiplayer mode is always good. It's a really fun one too. So if you got a friend and you both like Pikmin, yeah, I'd recommend it. It's fun. So that's all the modes of the game. We've covered everything. Well, almost everything. Again, I really like how you can finally play a Pikmin game co-op. I just wish they didn't wait till Pikmin 3. They should have done it in Pikmin 2, but whatever. Save data from completed game. Yeah, that's the point. Can't I go back and, like... Well, I don't want to erase the stuff. Well, wait a minute. There's a way to check the gamepad, right? Because I just want to go through, like, the Piklopedia and stuff. That's all I want to do to round this all out. Because I only looked through, I think, most of Alf's, which I'll probably reread. But I'd like to do it all. Why not? And it looks like I can't do that. Oh well. I know it's from a complete. Just let me to save data, to title screen, badges, voyage log. No. I'll just make a copy here and then I'll load it up from the last day. Because for whatever reason it won't let me just look at the Piklopedia, but that's fine. Or just let me load up from a completed file. I don't think it would matter too much if I at least had one more fruit after beating the final boss, but unfortunately that's not the case. Copad. It's a problem because I have a missing file for the guy, but for the Plasm Wraith, and I don't. Oh wait, no, it's right there. I'm silly. It's right fucking there. Or at least that was for the. That's for the hints. The actual guy is also here. Okay, no, we're fine. We can do all this. And then we've also got the fruit log, but we already read all that in the main playthrough. And of course, and we also have all the exploration notes, but I'm not gonna read these. I'll read. Well, then again, we didn't even get all of Almar's logs. Whatever. I may as well. All right. So we'll do Almar's logs, and then we'll do all the Piklopedia. Hang on a second. Okay. Curse that Hocotate ship. It may once have been a top-of-the-line vessel, but it's now an insult to my piloting. I can't wait to pay off that debt and get back in my beloved SS Dolphin. That means I need to find something really valuable before I can return home. I mean, The Hocotate ship was nice. He doesn't talk in this game, but he kind of was a nice fellow in Pikmin 2. Kind of a piece of shit. I mean, he could take his treasure collector throughout the cave for you just to collect the treasure, but no, he just decides to stay in one safe spot. It's fine, I guess. Yeah. But the SS Dolphin does look cooler. It's just nice. Has a nice charm to it. Louis has become even more problematic. All he does is nod or shake his head. And yet he consumes 3 times the amount of food that I do. Not cool, Louis. Not cool. My search for treasure continues with no luck, but I can't fly back home to Hocotate without procuring a few priceless artifacts. I'm sensing something valuable up ahead, but I'm also sensing danger. So if someone finds this data file, please send word to my son that I didn't make it. And that was from before the first boss that we did. It's been so long. I hope my son and daughter back on Hocotate haven't forgotten about their father. Once my work here is done, I'm taking an extended holiday so we can take a spacecation. We might not have the budget to go far, but that's okay, as long as we're together. I found a key today. It says something about a cosmic drive on it. I doubt it's worth much, but it'll be a nice souvenir for my son if I ever get back to Hocotate. So my search for treasure continues. I'll stop at nothing to find the ultimate prize. I just know there's gold on this planet somewhere. Oh, and trust me, there's plenty of it in mission mode. Today I had a terrifying dream. A dream in which Pikmin were carrying me back to the Onion after I had been ravaged by creatures. I thought I shared a strong bond with them, but maybe that was just my wishful thinking. I might have to start sleeping with one eye open. Not like I ever have my eyes open, but you get my point. I spotted some glittering gold material on top of the tree. I think I smell treasure. I'll head up there first thing tomorrow to investigate. Louis is refusing to go for some reason, but I'm not going to let him come between me and some undiscovered riches. How long have I been out? My mind is still cloudy. That golden life form pursues me relentlessly. I don't have any Pikmin here to help me. I'm at the end of my rope, and I don't know if I'll ever escape. I think the forced sleep mode in my suit is kicking in. Losing consciousness again. Let's see. Oh, there's a 9th one. This golden glittering life form has taken a real shine to me. It doesn't seem dangerous, but it also won't let me go for some strange reason. Guess I've always gotten along well with animals, but this is kind of pushing it. Oh no, I thought I deactivated that forced sleep mode. And I missed one. Tough. Yeah, I guess there's 10 of each, so I missed quite a few, but that's fine. All this time spent on jobs off-world have left me with so little time to spend with my family. I hope my wife and kids aren't lonely without me. We should all go on vacation together when this mission is over. I could use the time off, and they could use the time with me. Now I really can't wait to finish this up. While exploring this planet, I often see what appear to be murals. Did the Pikmin draw these? Because they capture each Pikmin's essence perfectly, much more artistically than I would be capable of. I must remember to take photographic documentation. Probably should have done that myself, but oh well. Oh, Hocotate President. Walmar, found any treasure yet? You've been there so many times and you must know all the good spots for it by now. Why haven't you submitted any assignment reports lately? We need to be kept in the loop. You haven't run into trouble, I hope. Louis and I go way back, but I still don't know him that well. The other day, I heard him mutter, Bulborb. That's a steak. And the bug-eyed crawmad should be roasted. And it's a deep fry for the bearded amp rat. Where are his priorities? Promise you'll take me on your next adventure. If you don't, you owe me 100 toys. Oops. Completely forgot about that note for my son. This will take a lot of expensive smoothing over once I get home. As if he doesn't already have enough money problems. I feel bad for Olimar. Papa, you're never home anymore. Do you still live here? Please bring flowers and cake for Mama if you come home. My daughter is growing up so fast. Where did you get the idea that I don't live with them anymore? And then again, I worry that I'm starting to forget my street address. When you take 20 of each Pikmin type of Pikmin out on an expedition, they'll sometimes sing a cheerful tune. I tried to sing along once, and they all went silent. Guess they didn't appreciate my singing voice? I'll have to practice more during tomorrow's shower. I didn't even know Almar had a shower in his ship. Maybe he does it... I don't know. It'd be weird if he did it in the environment, because it's like, he's just in the suit. But like, I guess, yeah. I guess they have showers. I guess they have that at least. Good for them. And that's all the regular ones I got. I missed, I think, 4 total with the logs, but that's fine. Alright, but the logs are one thing. We've got a lot of descriptions to go by. And we'll start with Alf. We already kind of did Alf, but I didn't do all of them with Alf, so that's fine. Okay. I'm really sad that I don't have any coffee for this. Well, I had a little bit, but it's cold. Not the greatest idea. I should grab water for this, but I will not. Alright. It takes no time at all for them to emerge from their hiding places underground. They don't do much once they've surfaced, but you have to give them credit for being very efficient borers. Borers is in, like, a type of animal, you know, they bore into the ground or into vines and stuff. That's what a borer is. If you had, like, any sort of weird idea of what a borer was, get that out of your head. Dwarf Bulwarp. Despite its compact form, it has a Brittany-sized appetite. You could avoid getting swarmed by drawing them out one by one to be dealt with. Bulwarp. Oh, Dwarf Bulwarp and then Bulwarp. Okay, so they're... okay. Only a very competent designer would wade through issues like bright red warning coloration and a tendency to sleep in broad daylight. There's no way a frontal assault in this thing will work. Yeah, sure. So we'll have to get creative. I'm thinking we should hit it in the back hard while it sleeps. Or maybe target those thin-looking eye stalks. Choke his eyes out. Why not? Like a comedic slug attack. The Medusal Slurker. Oh, jelly fellas. The jelly spotters. The first one of these I came across had rock Pikmin trapped inside it, and I've seen them engulfing small fruits, but it doesn't seem to be eating them. There's no digestion going on, at least. Is he just trying to make friends? Perhaps. Or maybe it's like one of those slow cookers. It just takes a while. I mean, there are enemies like that in Pikmin too, I know. Actually, are they the same enemies? Or are they different? No, I think they're different, because the other ones were like kind of jellyfish-like. Or a little more jellyfish-like. Scutter Chucks. It carries a heavy crystal on its back to throw at enemies, and I knew going in that we would probably need rock Pikmin to break it. I worried that doing so would cause dangerous shards to explode outward, but fortunately my imagination proved to be deadlier than reality. A misdesigned opportunity if you ask me. The Yellow Wollywog. There are definite signs of intelligence in this brute. It always faces its prey first, as if to gauge the distance, before jumping into the air for a stomp. If you don't move while it hangs for a moment in the air, you could lose a lot of Pikmin. It's big, but not strong. It's big, but not strong. As few as 5 Pikmin can weigh it down, so it can't jump. Rock Pikmin also have nothing to fear from it. Fiery Blowhog. I noticed that it needs a moment to inhale something from the plant's atmosphere before exhaling fire. Its internals must be remarkable to stand up to the flames it produces. Though, of course, a red Pikmin's externals can withstand the same heat. If we could reproduce the process, it could be a great renewable source of rocket fuel for our ship's engines. That's thinking, Alf. Oh, we don't go to the wiry Blowhog, we just go to Armored Maudad. It takes a small army of rock Pikmin to make a dent in its reinforced crystal shell. Destroying the shell completely is slow going, since it burrows into the ground every time it comes down from the walls. It's too bad we didn't have the tools to adapt the pieces of its shell into armor for the SS Drake. He's a thinker, alright. Killed. I like how you just have you have like a gauge of how many you've taken out, but it's not like defeated, it's just killed. They ain't sugarcoating shit. I'm in love with this camouflage job. It looks like an ordinary leaf fallen from a tree, and then wham! It starts to move and takes you by surprise. You could learn a lot from the way it uses protective coloration to blend in with its surroundings. I'm thinking of redesigning our spacesuits. Or maybe even the SS Drake's hull. White spectralids. There's a saying that a tiny design adjustment can cause huge cascades of change elsewhere in a project. It makes me wonder what effect our presence here has had on the planet. Pyroclasmic sloosh. A coating of pure fire. Now that's armor. Which it needs, because it's very slow to both move and attack. And even the fire armor does nothing against red Pikmin. Back to the drawing board. You say it just as it just eats red Pikmin to the right of you. Okay, Elf. The Joust Might. That shell's as hard as they come, so a frontal charge is no good. You're liable to get skewered on its needle anyway. Try throwing Pikmin so they land on its soft, unprotected hind parts instead. Talk about design oversight. The Arctic Cannon Larva. Oh, it's a larva, not a caterpillar. It's more like a caterpillar, I guess. I don't know. Snowballs are an ingeniously non-lethal weapon. I'm in love with a design that effectively keeps predators away without overdoing it. Full marks. Bastard alert. Look at how fast they take out the pink Pikmin. Horrible. Desiccated skitterleaf. This is good camouflage. When you see a lone green leaf on the ground, that's suspicious. But a lone dead leaf? Nobody looks twice at those. Very well thought out. The Phosphate. I've never seen a substance that completely dissipated under bright light before. Is it because it's a newborn and not fully yet formed? The front legs and wings are still a work in progress, but they make up for that with numbers. If you ever see something in a dark cave that looks like an egg, my advice is destroy it while you still can. A Phosphate pod. I have so many questions. Where does it get the resources to manufacture all the tiny models? And why does light cause it to stop working? I've heard... Good old movement with the Joy-Con sticks. Kind of hard to go up and down considering how stiff the sticks can be at times. I've heard of solar-powered machines, but this one seems to be solar-powerless. The Behemoth Phosphate. The Behemoth Phosphate. It uses some powerful suction mechanism to vacuum up its prey. But what interests me is how it's nearly invisible in the dark. If I could replicate the effect, it could be huge for stealth systems on our ships. I also like to figure out how the captain managed to survive inside this creature for so long without food or water. But that's more of a biological problem. Not my field. The Whip-Tongue Bulborb. Oh, look at this lanky fella go. Check him out. Yeah. This model has a surprising feature. I'm very impressed at the speed with which it employs its long, flexible tongue. While I'm also dismayed at its unnerving wakefulness and the difficulty we seem to have sneaking past it. I mean, it wasn't that hard. Orange Bulborb. I appreciate the warning coloration to let us know it's more dangerous than the other models. Anything that risky is best approached with a bomb rock while it sleeps. Gotten plenty of experience with that at this point. The Sand-Belching Mirror Slug. It mostly stays below the sand, but sometimes it sticks its head out to lob balls of sand at Pikmin. If they're hit and stuck in the sand, they don't have any good defenses against it digging its hole beneath them. It reminds me a little of going to the beach and how older kids would bury me in the sand. How I miss those days. But I've got to focus on saving Kopai for now. The Iridescent Flint Beetle. It reminds me a bit of prize dispensing machines. Only instead of putting in coins, you throw Pikmin, and instead of toys, you get pellets of nectar. The Nectarius Dandlefly. There's no need to attack these gentle flying creatures, but the nectar they drop makes it tempting to do it anyways. It says as I've killed 3 of them. Wait until the right moment in its circular flight pattern, then toss a Pikmin at it. If you hit one of the nectar nodules, it'll drop a little bit, but hitting the head will make it drop them all. I feel a little bad about stealing the nectar it stores up, but we need to survive too. The Burrowing Snagret. Its bulk and speed make it a very fearsome model. It's very difficult to retrieve a Pikmin once it's snapped one up in its beak. However, if you can dodge its beak as it comes down, the beak's sharpness works against it, and as it gets stuck in the soil. That leaves the head wide open to be pelted with Pikmin as fast as you can. There's only one in the main game. Huh. And we took out 141 of these guys. Wow. These buzzing swarms are rare, but dangerous. Normal Pikmin aren't built to handle these insects. They'll get carried off. They'll just get carried off. Use winged Pikmin instead. The dwarf orange bulwarb. Compared to the red ones, these seem to have a slightly higher vitality. When they swarm, they try to stay calm and aim at the weak spot on their back. The Scornet Maestro. It takes real charisma to command such a large team. It's a lot like our captain that way. For instance, there's... maybe not. A flighty Joustmite. The red helmet-like shell covering its head is an effective... The red helmet-like shell covering its head is an effective defense, I'll give it that. Like the green model, it burrows underground and comes up to attack. But this one has enough lift capacity to fly when threatened. It'll try to dive bomb you from the air and impale you on its stinger, but if you can dodge that, it'll get stuck and open itself up to attacks. The Arachnode. This creature's most dangerous weapon isn't its jaws, it's its web. Anything that touches the web, such as thrown Pikmin, gets stuck and must be quickly rescued before it's eaten. I've seen this web trap winged Pikmin and withstand blows from rock Pikmin, so those fibers must be tougher than they look. We could build a suit out of them. I could be that tough too. A puckering Blino. The Blino. They swim in schools. Not only do they hunt prey down in their own habitat, but they can jump out of the water and go for prey in the air too. I hadn't expected to see them operate in such different environments, but now that I have, I'm definitely taking notes. Sputtlefish. Its tentacles are designed both for locomotion and to spray the obscuring jet of ink to cover its escape. Pikmin tend to panic when soaked in ink, so bail them out quickly. But you also have to chase after it quickly with any blue Pikmin you have on hand, or it'll regenerate the damage you dealt. Though it's almost a shame to defeat it, since it's so beautiful in motion. The Bug-Eyed Crawmad. It's similar to designs on our planet featuring exoskeletons, but much, much bigger. Its eyeballs are equally enlarged, making them perfect targets. Their homes aren't a single hole, but rather a network of interconnected tunnels. If you see one retreat below ground, be warned that it could re-emerge somewhere else entirely. Wait, but we didn't really see that, did we? We only saw it, get trapped in one, right? At least I thought that's what happened. I don't remember them coming in multiple holes. The Toady Boister. Problem. Sending in Pikmin causes it to spew ink Sending in Pikmin causes it to spew ink to confuse its attackers. Amidst the chaos, it sends out its set of stretchy tongues to pick off prey. I don't remember that. Solution. Ignore the ink. It's not toxic and can't hurt you. Stay calm, exploit its slow speed to get behind it, and focus your strikes on its puffy tail bulb. Other notes. Its optic receptors are oddly tiny. How can it see anything? It just kind of goes off of... Maybe they're infrared, I don't know. The Peckish Aristocrab, our friend. It had the right idea, coating its enormous claw in a crystal shell, but we have rock Pikmin for that. Once you break the claw, it's not so bad. You have to be careful not to drown though, since you'll usually meet one near water. It's got extensible legs to thwart a Pikmin charge, so I find that throwing Pikmin is more effective. That also works for freeing anyone trapped in one of its bubbles. The Quaggled Meyerklops. I thought it was an ordinary fruit trapped in crystal until it started stomping around the bog. Its stony hull is invulnerable to damage everywhere except the toes. If you can hit them enough, it'll fall over and leave its fruit-like bulb open to attack. But even then, it has a fallback mechanism in the form of a huge tongue. When it's shaking, it's best to back away unless you have winged Pikmin to send after it, which I didn't have in the boss rush, but that didn't seem to be a problem, I guess. The Hermit Crawmad. I find it strange that despite the tough outer shell on the head, it has no protection on the hips. I never put such an obvious flaw in one of my designs. Although I have heard that an intentional flaw leads to a certain charm to one's lends to certain charms in one's creation. Maybe I'll build one to my next spaceship. The calcified crushblat. I would never remember that name. I don't feel bad for not remembering it at all. And there was only one in the main game. Meanwhile, there's like a dozen in mission mode. Yeah. The solid crystal structure covering its torso is a formidable both defensive and offensive mechanism capable of crushing Pikmin beneath its weight. A bomb rock or an assault with rock Pikmin can easily shatter the crystalline armor, after which it has no ability to damage Pikmin and no way to keep them from striking its exposed flesh. Were there even bomb rocks you could use around in the main game for him? I don't know if there were. The shaggy long legs. Its fur insulates it not only from the elements but also from attack. To strip away the hair is a long process that requires you to dodge its crushing legs, but it's the only real way to get at the monster's vulnerable core. I haven't yet solved the problem of how it sees. For one thing, there's all that hair in the way, and for another, I don't see any eyes. The baldy long legs. Did it lose its hair in a fight, or was it born bald? As ruthless and tough as it is, it also seems a little pathetic. Honestly, yeah. That's a good way to sum it up. The swarming sheer grub. They use their numbers to hunt for fruit and nectar and try to get you separated from your Pikmin. We have to remember that we need numbers on our side too if we want to fight back. Or we can just continuously launch one Pikmin, but that would take time. The sheer wig. No, red Pikmin, no! It takes a little bit of time for it to get eaten, I guess. We only killed 4? Wow, that seems like they were a little more, a little more present than that, I guess. It seems odd for a flying creature to make its home underground, but that's what these insects do. When they sense motion, they surface and take to the air immediately, then attack from above. The watery blowhog took a while after the fiery one. And again, we only took out one. That's weird. Holding large amounts of water inside itself isn't as eyebrow-raising as spewing fire, but I consider this to be the better design overall. Water is more easily and safely stored than flammable gas, and it has uses other than attacking. Despite this difference, it's vulnerable to the same trick, having the right type of Pikmin. And finally, the Plasm Wraith. What a marvel this creature is! Constantly adapting to new threats, it can manipulate fire, water, electricity, and its own body to form wings or an armored carapace. It takes several squads of Pikmin on frequently rotating duty to keep up with its shifting nature. How I wish I could construct anything so effortlessly flexible. Its attacks leave behind little pieces of itself, so if you can eliminate those before it reforms, you can wear it down little by little. And that's it for Elf. Time for Brittany. Looks like she has generally shorter ones. I think Alf's was more just, the design of an enemy from a combat perspective, I suppose, and how to take it out. And meanwhile, Brittany, well, I don't know what Brittany's is, but I guess we're gonna find out now. There we go. I'm very tempted to grab some water, actually. But I don't have anything to keep people occupied, so I'll just, I'll keep going with a rough throat. It's fine. I've got a couple days before I work again. I don't need my throat. At least I hope. I haven't seen my schedule yet. Oh well. Have you ever had a friend who startled you every time they approached? Who always seemed to come out of nowhere and scare you? That's what these remind me of. They don't mean any harm, but I jump 10 feet whenever they show up. Honestly. I mean, yeah, that happens. It's big enough to ride. If only we could tame one. Imagine exploring an alien world from atop its native fauna. Sure beats having to walk everywhere. Get you a chocobo. The white polka dots on red is quite a look. There's something about it is familiar, but where... Ah, right. It reminds me of the captain. Not the polka dots. I mean the way it snores as it naps in the sun. The polka dot motif on top of the translucent membrane is a striking look, especially with the puffball on its head, accenting the whole ensemble. I could see a dress pattern after this creature being a big hit on Kopai. Not that I'd be caught dead in one. All that strength, and the best it can do with it is carry around some big crystals. A better idea would be carrying my stuff. I could tame... Wait, would I throw my stuff all over? It would throw my stuff all over, wouldn't it? Never mind. Look at that thing. It's so bloated. I feel that way too sometimes when I can't stop chugging down juice. I have to lie down for a while after that, but this thing keeps jumping. I bet it gets the worst cramps. You know, I never thought about that, about how like frogs could like cramp so much. That is a very fair point. I thought they'd be my favorite fauna. The idea of running into one in a frigid field or after getting soaked was nice. But it turns out they don't have a setting on those snouts that below roasted alive. Scratch another brilliant idea. The crystal all over its body is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen on this planet. How people would stare if I could make a spacesuit out of it. Though maybe they'd only be staring because I'd be in a translucent suit. Not only do its body and limbs look like leaves, its beady little eyes remind me of fruit. Kind of reminds me of like the little tiny red berries you'd see on like holly or some of those holiday season plants you'd see at Christmas time or something. I don't see the point of all that camouflage when they startle at every single thing that gets close. I don't even think they can even eat. Like, I'm pretty sure they're the ones that are just like completely harmless. They're just fun, cool-looking creatures. But their more dilapidated, grayer cousins are bastards. Never forget that. You'd think with wings like that, it would float away on the slightest breeze. Maybe it's working really hard to stay where it is. If that's the case, it could have fooled me. Tons of style points for the cloak of pure fire. I couldn't pull off a look like that. I don't even like to leave the SS Drake when it's humid out. Ever seen a huge face buried in the ground? I have now. At first, I wondered where the rest of it might be. Would we find a buried fist? A buried knee? A buried belly button? Is it good or bad that we never will? Bad. It's a lost opportunity of life to not see that kind of stuff, you know? Although I have seen a huge face buried in grounds before. You know, flamingos and all that. Or wait, is it flamingos or is it giraffes? I don't remember. Something with a long neck. When I saw this one spitting snowballs and sending Pikmin rolling, I thought it looked like a good time. So I walked right into its line of fire, waved my arms to catch its attention, and waited for the fun to start. But all I got was dizzy. Dead leaves are good. You can turn them into mulch and plant fruit trees, making something great out of something gross. The Pikmin know what I'm talking about, because they love dragging these guys back to the onion to do the same thing. Because they deserve it. They're so cute when they're young. How can you say no to those little chirpy noises and big wet eyes? Shame they grow into something so awful. It makes me wonder what the captain was like in his youth. Why? Try to break the egg, and the adult Phospat will come screeching right for you. As ugly and mean as he is, it does care about his little ones, so you can't call it all bad. I guess. It looks mean, but it's not so tough in the light. Why do you think it moves so slowly? Did it get indigestion from trying to eat the captain? Not a fan of this one's style. Too plain, too beige, and too big. Where's the little version of this guy? It's gotta have one, right? Maybe not. After all, I don't have a little version of myself. But you did when you were younger. That's a good point. Where are the little whip-tongue bulborbs? I'd love to see them. You know, in Pikmin 2, there were the queen bulborbs. And they spat out these little white larval bulborbs. Maybe like a slightly more grown version of that. Maybe like just like a white dwarf bulborb could be like these guys. Maybe with like some weird tiny tongues. I don't know. They could have. But even so, I'm just glad to have these whippin' fellows. It's lavishly colored and so anxiety-ridden that a few footsteps can wake it up instantly. Kind of like me. It's also a terror when it's awake, which, again, same. I tried to get close and it just hides in its dumb sandy hole. So I move away and it still hides behind those sandballs So I move away and it still hides behind those sandballs it's always tossing around. What's it got against me, huh? The pop quiz of indigenous creatures. You might think you're ready for it, but when the time comes, you're probably not. There's no penalty for failure except missing out on neat rewards, which is basically torture. Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it, actually. Especially in mission mode, because like, I could be getting more Pikmin, I could be getting all this, but oh well. I'm positive that if we follow it long enough, it'll lead us to the source of all that nectar hanging off its belly. Big fruits, here we come. Hang on, didn't we just walk here though? Does this thing only fly in circles? I've never seen the bottom half of one of these, but doesn't it just... Wait, but yes you would. We would just have to take it out and then it all comes out, right? Or wait, did it actually do that in the main game? I don't remember if it did. It could be a long snake tail, or a big plump body stuck underground. Or maybe below the neck, it looks just like us. If only I could whistle just the right tune or pitch. I bet I could get them to carry me around this planet. I'd only need one, but I'm sure it would take a lot more to get Alf for the Captain Airborne. Why Alf? Whatever. It's as twitchy as its larger counterpart. So much stress can take its toll on the skin. And you know what helps with that? A nice juice cleanse. I'd like to listen to that pretty sound while I eat some fruit. It looks to be well taken care of by the surrounding little bees. I envy that. I suppose I've only got Alpha and Captain. I can only do half of what I want. Half? Well, what's half of what you want? Why does it take 2 captains? I need answers! I'm supposed to take a squad and charge it from the back while it's poking uselessly at the rock Pikmin, but I get distracted every time I look at how cute the rock Pikmin look rolling around with their stubby bodies as they're being threatened with death. Be quick and you can whistle to get Pikmin unstuck from its webs. I did not know that. If you're feeling daring, you can touch the web to lure the arachnid away, but if you're on the wrong side, you'll see your Pikmin get eaten in front of you. I saw one swim at the captain and thought they were playing around. Then one came right at me and... Ow! These things don't play. You better act fast to call Pikmin back if one of these things catches them. No, you don't. You don't call Pikmin back. You get them the fuck in there. It's like a flower that blooms in water instead of the earth. So elegant. So beautiful. So hungry for Pikmin. I guess every rose has its thorns. All I can think about since we defeated one of these is how nice it would be to sleep on that soft belly. I could even use its shell to make a canopy bed. Just for me, though. It's obviously not big enough for all of us. I'm positive their tails are kind of fruit. I tried once to take it away from the Pikmin and have it analyzed instead of converted to seeds, but Alf talked me out of it. He said not everything that looks like fruit tastes good, and he might have a point. There's something so familiar about this thing. Oh, it was the Hokutation onion I studied in my research days. Now that was a dangerous plant. One little incision and I couldn't stop crying for hours. Its giant head perplexes me. I know now that it's not sunseed berry, but what is it? A plant? An animal? I thought I'd figure it out once I tasted it, but the captain snapped at me not to lick everything we fight. How else am I supposed to do science? Brittany, please. As soon as I get close, it sticks its head out to see what this thing is. As soon as I get close, it sticks its head out to see what this thing is approaching its lair. It must be shy, because it usually pops right back inside. And it must be shameless, because it always shows its butt while retreating. Gross. I thought the stalks around their eyes were some kind of symbiotic plant, but nope, just ordinary whiskers. What a letdown. I hate whiskers. Alf better never grow a mustache like the captain, or I'll be surrounded by them. The noise when this thing moves makes my ears hurt. It's only slightly louder than the captain tromping all over the ship. But I like the tufts of hair all over the legs. It looks soft and comfy, and I'm into the shaggy style. I prefer its sleek look to the hairy one, which made me sweat just to look at it. They could both stand to be cuter, though. Oh, What if it was covered in wool? Get to the shearing. I can forgive a lot of things in the animals on this planet. Damaging my suit? Sure. Capturing the captain? Okay. But stealing fruit and nectar from the Pikmin? That's low. It doesn't look like it can fly, possibly because it spends all its time under the earth. Maybe all it needs is to cut back on its diet and exercise more. Wait, what am I saying? I can't ask it to do something I wouldn't. Alf tried to convince me this animal has all kinds of uses. It could be a shower, he said, or a spaceship wash, or an emergency fire control system. I told him he had all those things already, and it was like someone rained on his parade. Huh. Wow, it really did not want to let go of Captain Olimar. Is that budding interspecies romance I smell? No. Anyway, I bet that gunk would make for some good lotion. I should have bottled some up so I could sell it back on Kopai. Look. It's weird enough that it was Voring the captain, but okay. We don't need those images because let me tell you, I've seen art of shit like that, and it's not good. Trust me. And don't think I was going out looking for. Of course, I wouldn't fucking be looking for that kind of stuff. Look, just let's move on. Let's ignore that. Okay. Thanks for the horror images, Brittany. So I guess her description was just like the look of animal, the look and practical uses of species, I guess. That's nice. Now, what does Charlie have to say? The ability to hide underground and burst up to the surface whenever someone comes near, then retreat to recover again, just isn't fair. It'd be fearsome ambushers if they ever, you know, attacked. They say to pick on someone your own size, and for these creatures, that's us. Someday it'll grow as big and bloodthirsty as its adult relatives. Why does everything have to get meaner as it ages? Why can't they get cuter? This red bruiser gobbles up Pikmin like candy. The standard approach is to attack from behind while it's still asleep. That may seem callous, but it would do the same to you if it could. Stow those feelings and strike. This cowardly blob holds Pikmin hostage within its own body. A fatal mistake is not sucking up every last one of my Its fatal mistake is not sucking up every last one of my little troops. The last survivors are that much thirstier for revenge. They're like walking catapults, the way they hoist those crystals and launch them as if they were mere pebbles. A crafty adversary might lure them into launching their stones at each other or themselves. An adversary like me. I don't understand how it manages to hang in the air at the height of its jumps, but I don't have to understand. I just have to get out of the way, and its weird hang time helps a lot with that. Let that be a lesson. Don't stand around gawking at creatures' weird attack moves. Do something about it. Now wait a minute, I just realized something. I don't have every enemy, do I? I don't. I'm missing 13 enemies? What? What the fuck? How did I miss that many? Because I'm like, well, wait a minute. I haven't at all talked about like the little creatures that swoop at you and take your Pikmin. I can't believe I missed like 13 of them. I guess I just never brought them back to the ship. And yet somehow I have the Plasma Wraith. Weird, whatever. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna keep going. Be careful, or this one will cook your goose. I don't know whether that's a nose or a mouth shooting those flames, and I don't care. What's important is that me and my troops are long gone when the fire hits. I'm so proud of my crew for managing to take this beast down without me. It's especially impressive because they did it without my combat training or steely fists. It's good to know I set such an example for them to live up to. It's totally harmless, but sometimes there is a reason to defeat one. When that happens, the best we can do is to be merciful and land one solid strike on its back. Poor thing. See, Charlie knows. He knows these are nice fellas, and even though I've probably taken out a lot of them, more than I should have, oh well. It's a flighty one, in both senses of the word. But even if it would stay still, I don't have the heart to unleash my steely fists on the poor thing. Steely fists. It's tough to beat a defense made entirely out of scorching flames. If you don't take it seriously, it'll be way too hot to handle. Fortunately, I'm just hot-blooded enough to take it, so long as Brittany doesn't give me that icy stare. This greenish-blue soldier came prepared with a solid offense and defense. There's not so much planting in the rear, but that doesn't matter if you never... How? Why would you disconnect? But why would you disconnect? I'm just gonna switch to the Pro Controller, it seems easier. There's not so much plating in the rear, but that doesn't matter if you never plan to show the enemy your back. I salute its courage. They're more annoying than dangerous, but if you want to avoid the pushback from their rolling snowballs, it's just a matter of fancy footwork. Remember to do your warm-up exercises first. You wouldn't want to get a Charlie horse. Huh! Yeah, very, very, very funny. These cowards act like dead leaves, then jump out and attack the Pikmin while we weren't watching. The only defense is to treat every dead leaf you see as a mortal threat. Sure, it's tiring to see danger everywhere I look, but that's a small price to pay for saving lives. This timid little guy was the first wild creature I met on this planet. I can't blame him for being scared though. I freaked out a little when I saw those glowing mushrooms. Wait, no, forget that. How do you erase stuff on here? The downside of these things is that they never stop pumping out nasty critters, but the upside is that if you stand next to one long enough, you can get some good combat training in. I'd take one home to generate Great, the Pro Controller is not easier to scroll down as the Joy-Cons. Great, okay. I'd take one home to generate sparring partners, but they stop working as soon as light hits them. Easy XP generator. This is the thing that swallowed me. It may play dirty, but I respect its willingness to use any trick in the book to win. I accept a rematch anytime. It was more comfy in the stomach than I expected, but I'm so glad my team pulled me out when they did. I owe them a round of juice when we get back to Kopai. That long tongue isn't just a sensory organ, it's a deadly weapon. It uses that thing like a pro. I've tried some exercises to see if I could get my tongue to do that, but I kept biting it by accident. Always in the same place, too. I hate that. Me too. Those bulging eyes are honed for battles, with no known blind spots. We often find them asleep, but they wake as soon as we get close. For all we know, they're only pretending to sleep to lull us out into a false sense of security. Still, sometimes that 1 second where they're waking up is all we need to go in hard. The area where we found this creature is practically a paradise. I still want to go back there and swim around in the sand with my rubber ducky. Maybe my crew would let me do it if I called it a training exercise. Finding one of these critters means it's your lucky day. If you manage to hit it with the Pikmin, it'll drop pellets of nectar. All you have to do is wait for it to stop and then press the attack. Look at him, flying around like he owns the sky. All that nectar hanging just out of reach. Well, I'll get the last laugh. It may be out of range for my steely fists, but I've got some winged Pikmin who'd like a crack at it. Now, I get that it's big, and that big things are scary. But that twisty neck can't twist all the way around. So all you have to do is get behind it. Once you're there, pour on the winged Pikmin and you're golden. Or I could just chuck a bunch of rocks at it. These swarms of tiny terrors are well organized. Then again, so are we. I'll put my leadership skills to the test against their numbers any day. Pikmin, fall out! Little, but aggressive. It's not half the problem its bigger cousins are, but it is much harder to spot. Camouflage or no camouflage, it'll have to get up pretty early in the morning to... Hey! Where'd it go? The Maestro leads a whole swarm of Scornets flying in perfect military formation. My leadership over the Pikmin might not be that tight, but we do okay. I'd put my whistle up against this gal's harp any day of the week. I'm not as impressed with the red bug as I was with the green one. Yes, it's got the plating of a tank and the harpoon of a fisherman, but inside beats the heart of a coward. What kind of soldier flies away instead of facing its enemy on solid ground? Even the Pikmin are made of sterner stuff. Don't you have winged Pikmin that do the same thing? Just saying? This is a tricky one. We can't charge until it moves, but it doesn't move unless it senses prey in its web. Since I mustn't risk the lives of my squad, there's no other choice. I must volunteer to be the bait. Good luck, troops! My life will be in your hands! Be advised that you're not safe just because you're out of the water. As I know now from experience, they can jump out, catching prey that strays too close to the surface. How can lips be so sharp? Maybe it's something to do with the low friction down there, but all these underwater creatures are so slippery. The black ink it spouts whenever it feels threatened probably contributes to that, come to think of it. I tried to take it in one-on-one combat to spare the lives of my Pikmin squad, but its shell was too hard even for my steely fists. If only I was tall enough to reach its eyes. Then we'd see who's really tough. It might not look like much out in the face of it, but that's because its deadliest weapons are hidden. I've seen its tongue do things I can never unsee. Oh, I just saw the tongue do its thing. Oh, look at that. Oh, it like spurts out the tongues and stuff. Oh, it's like one of those like weird, it's like one of those weird worms that like the kind of thing a Pyukumuku from Pokemon is based off of, you know? The ink gets sprayed everywhere to blind me was practically a mercy. Everybody knows that rock is supposed to defeat scissors. So how come my steely fists don't do anything against this thing's claws? Sure, it barfed up a few bubbles when I hit it, but all that accomplished was trapping me inside. He's a fighter, this Charlie. I don't like doing it, but I had to put my foot down when Brittany tried to taste its brightly colored core. Talk about forbidden fruit. I must put the safety of my crew before their research, and I don't know where that thing's been. When it senses prey, it pops its armored head out of its nest and lunges for its target. Like lots of tough guys, it's too confident to protect its back. Moving quick to strike its exposed hindquarters, and the fight will be over in one snap of its huge pincers. I bet you it feels pretty safe in there behind that thick crystal shell. But break that crystal and then watch as it goes berserk out of sheer desperation. It knows that when your time comes, you gotta go out fighting. Talk about a tough nut to crack. It's too big to go down quick. It stomps on Pikmin like bugs underfoot, and its only weak spot is guarded by a thick nest of hair. We can get at it by ripping the hairs out one by one, but just the idea of doing that to something makes my own hair hurt a little bit. They say the best defense is a good offense, but getting rid of all that hair to focus entirely on stomping around might have been taking it too far. Still, I can always respect a warrior for willing to commit all the way. One way to defeat an enemy is to cut off their supply lines. That's the mode of attack these flying things use. They suck up nectar, weigh down pellets, and do whatever they can to keep our numbers low and our troops starved. Do you guys think Charlie's committed any war crimes? Just wondering. Oh, a flying bug. I'll send some flying Pikmin after it. Rookie mistake. I can see why you'd think that, but the best Pikmin for the job is a rock Pikmin. These bugs are so lightly armored that one hit can take them out. I could even use my steely fists, but that would just be overkill. The water this one spews isn't too bad, if you ask me, but the Pikmin don't do so well in it. At least, most of them don't. That's what a captain is there for. To be an umbrella to the downtrodden. This thing doesn't know what it wants. 1 minute it's soft, 1 minute it's hard. First it's big, then it's small. It hunts Olimar, but doesn't want to hurt him. We're practically doing it a favor by taking it out. Anyway, that Olimar guy must ooze charisma to get such an alien creature to follow him anywhere. He's a ship captain, and I'm just a squad captain, but that still gives us something in common. I'll be taking notes. So yeah, Charlie's is kind of like a militaristic, sort of, yeah, of that style. It's nice, it's interesting. Let's do Louis next, I guess. For an unforgettable quiche, slice this creature up and mix with 4 eggs, 2 vine-ripened tomatoes, diced zucchini, and generous handfuls of feta and Swiss. Bake until crusty and golden. This beast is most flavorful if caught and cooked just after laying its eggs. Yeah, so Louis is actually all just like how to eat the creatures and how to cook them. Kinda nice. For a blissful bisque, mince the entire beast finely and stir it in with a heavy cream, artichoke hearts, and a pinch of black pepper. Heat slowly until piping hot. Rich and creamy! plump specimens are best spit roasted whole, stuffed with a lime and a slab of bacon. Basted frequently to ensure a magnificently moist haunch. Mix for a tangy and fresh sorbet. Place in the freezer for 2 hours until firm. Garnish with a slice of candied lemon before serving. He's getting a little too specific with it. With as many creatures as there are, he gets a little too specific. An acquired taste, but really quite addictive once you get used to it. No special preparation necessary. Beer battered and deep fry for a down-home flavor you won't soon forget. Roast this flavorful beast for several hours, letting it stew in its own succulent juices. Don't worry about overcooking this beast. It's scorching proof. It's scorch proof. Best enjoyed fresh. If the legs aren't twitching when you put it on the grill, don't bother. Louie, what the fuck? Superb amalgamation of juicy meat and leafy greens ensures that the skitter leaf will be the new spinach. No. Remove the wings and drop straight into the deep fryer. Cook until golden or until the enticing aroma starts to sting in your eyes. Serve immediately. I don't like these descriptions. Remove tongue and discard the rest. Cook over a charcoal grill until medium rare. To create an elegant canapé with explosive flavor, remove shell and sear meat on both sides. Top with a dab of pesto. You already know what time it was. Peel back the shell and sprinkle the tender meat with a dash of salt before slurping it raw. For a refreshing dessert, pour fruit juice over its snowballs. Actually, yeah. Just some like good old snow cones. I'm down with that. No preparation needed to enjoy this flavorful beast. Its natural crunch gives way to an intriguing mouthfeel. Got some good tannic qualities, I guess. Perfect ingredient for hot pot night. Add to the broth while no one's looking for best results. Ooh. Charlie, I'm so sorry, my man. I'm so sorry. So sorry for this, man. You can slurp up this beast's eggs right from the shell. With a sweet and velvety flavor, they melt in your mouth. Lightly bread and fry whole. Slather a brioche bun with remoulade, then top with fried beast. Then top with fried beast and a handful of arugula. I don't even know what half these things are. Like a quarter of the things. Serve with a lemon wedge. Pat the dry tongue, then coat all sides with a spicy dry rub of choice. Grill over high heat until the outside is perfectly crisped. This bulborb's meaty flanks make for salaciously savory steaks that shouldn't be missed. Now look, I know I'm not the greatest with English. I'm not the greatest with speaking. I know a fair amount of words. Stop, I'm not like any cuisine expert. Stop throwing words like salaciously at me. Come on, Louis. These are crowd pleasers. Soak overnight to remove remaining sand. Slice cleaned meat into thick pieces and place on grill. Then apply a generous coating of barbecue sauce and cook until sticky and crispy. An essential flavor accentuating ingredient in gumbo and jambalaya. Also delicious in soups, broths, and marinades. Tear the meat right off the belly and eat raw. The bitterness of the meat really highlights the sweetness of the nectar. Slice the serpentine torso into thin medallions, skewer on a metal rod with hogatation onions, and barbecue over an open flame. I mean, at least this one he has experience with. Actually, he probably has experience with a fair amount of them from Pikmin 2, but, you know. I mean, to be fair, you do fight like a couple dozen, like 2 dozen of these things. There's a lot of them in that game. Roast over a low fire until golden brown. Add a pinch of salt and set out as an appetizer or perhaps a simple aromatic centerpiece. Although difficult to prepare, this exquisite creature is more than worth the effort. Great in fajitas. You know, they kind of do look good in fajitas, now that I'm looking at them. Fair enough. Slice thin, fry until golden brown, and serve when cool. Sprinkle the crumbs on top of a creamy clam chowder to give it a little kick. Remove shell and roast over a low flame, then grind meat. Whisk paste into olive oil until emulsified. Emulsified? Get the fuck out of here. An extra dash of cumin lends to some earthiness to the spicy salad dressing. Pluck off the legs, crack open, and savor the meat inside. Dip them in soy sauce first for a nice mix of sweet and salty. Slice raw and serve as sashimi. The marbled fat gives this dish a deep umami flavor. Drain ink and reduce over stovetop until thick and aromatic. Add meat. Simmer in the ink sauce until tender. So good, you'll have to go back for seconds. When grilled, serves as an excellent filling for an offbeat po' boy. If you have any left over, add it to a liver paste to deepen the flavor. Pan-sear with herbs and oil until lightly crusted on the outside and rosy on the inside. Complement the savory flavors of a light and buttery cream sauce. Great for hot pot. Remove the shell and cook legs in the hot broth. When they turn nice and red, pull them out and slather in liver paste before eating. A fruit so sweet it could be a dessert unto itself. Remove and discard peel and core. Slice fruit into small pieces and enjoy. Brittany, don't get any ideas. Shuck from the shell, bake on high heat until crispy, then dip in a pot of melted milk chocolate. Lip-smacking sweet. This beast's bouncy texture is addictive, but it can be a choking hazard if overcooked. Overcooked? I figured it'd be one if it was undercooked. Saute and drizzle with brown butter to drown out the nutty undertones. Caution. Do not eat. Do not eat. Not as tasty as it looks. Completely inedible. Boil and swallow whole. The real gastronomic joy of this creature is how smooth it goes down. Grate this beast into a zest and whisk with sugar, cream, and chopped dark chocolate for a lusciously indulgent mousse that's a truly culinary coup de grace. This beast's unrivaled moistness gives it a melt-in-the-mouth quality that's incomparable. Despite its refreshing citrus scent, the flavor of this beast is decidedly dangerous. What does that mean, flavor-wise? Tell me! Although, I don't know, maybe it just tastes like, maybe it tastes like slime. But some people like that, I guess. Maybe that's what Louis is implying. Maybe some people enjoy it, but you shouldn't eat it. Although, the citrus scent, I kind of get like a metallic, when I see this thing, I kind of get like a metallic, copper scent. But like a citrus, yeah, I get citrus, sure. And finally, the man himself. Oh, we've got a lot with Olimar, don't we? Oh, it's the biggest one. Oh my god. Well, I said I'd do them all, and we've only got him left, so fuck it. Just set my ass down in a better way, and let's go through Olimar. The males of the species are purple and black creatures with tapered mouths, while the females are lighter in color and lack an armored exoskeleton. As with most mandiblards, these creatures have regressed to the point where they have lost both legs and wings. They can be seen crawling around on the ground and are believed to feed on the vegetable extracts from the congealed fluids of expired Pikmin. Sheer-grub female, Hemiaga, I will try to terribly say all these names. Hemiaga mandibulosa female. Mandiblard family. Dwarf bullworm. Pansaurus pseudoculi russus. Breadbug family. What do you mean, breadbug family? Breadbug family? We haven't even seen it. There's not even any breadbugs in this game. Wait, yeah, there's no breadbugs in this game. What? Such a missed opportunity. Come on. Unless there's a hidden one and I missed them. Come on, give us Pikmin 4, Attack of the Breadbugs. Please, Nintendo, I beg you. I need this. Although it initially identified as a juvenile bulborb, groundbreaking new research indicates that this creature is in fact a member of the breadbug family. A close relative of the vanilla breadbug, it escapes predation through mimicry. Unique adaptation of the bulborb's crimson coloration allows the species to safely commingle. Such effective adaptation and obfuscation by prey species is rare, indicating this clever creature is a master of mimicry. Member of breadbug. Close to the... So are these even baby bulborbs? Because the bulborb... I think... Are these not even the same creature? Holy shit. Bulborb. Oculus Kageyami rusa. Grubdog family. This large organism has the familiar mandibles and cranial morphology of the grubdog family, as well as the characteristic bulging eyes. As with most grub dogs, the creature's cranium comprises half of its total length and girth. Showing a scarlet abdomen with white spots, this creature is primarily nocturnal, choosing to prey upon smaller creatures returning to their nests. Originally classified as the spotty bulborb, further research has reclassified the species as the basic bulborb. Subspecies of varied colors have recently been discovered, but academics are divided into two rival camps over how to handle their classification. As far as I can tell, there's no way to actually go into the demonstration and like throw Pikmin around like you used to be able to. That's fine though. Medusal Slurker. Stauromedusae manifoldi. Umbulda family. Most of its body is translucent and gelatinous. It drifts on the wind using the puff stalk on its head and captures passerby below with its adhesive manubrium. Excuse me. The purpose of this behavior is unknown, as examining its catches reveals no trace of saliva or gastric fluid on them. Unlike most aquatic jellyfish, it has no tentacles or nematocysts. These words, man. I feel smarter just by reading these. It's like my brain is expanding every time I come across a new word. And soon I'm gonna have a head shaped like Olimar. Gotta become motherfucking Hey Arnold in this bitch. It may even be safe to ride in, opening up exciting new transportation possibilities. Scutterchuck. Hyrodesiderate crystallosum, the Hevel family. Its main offensive strategy is to launch the crystal it carries on its back. Otherwise, it's completely defensiveless. In most circumstances, it's a peaceful herbivore whose diet consists primarily of moss. While in danger, however, it wastes no time defending its territory by breaking small rocks and hurling them at the target. In order to ensure it has a steady steady supply of rocks with which to defend itself, it shares its habitat with calcified crushblat larvae, so it can make use of the shells that they cast off each night. Calcified crushblat, is that what... Huh. Wait, they have larvae? Where? Interesting. Very interesting. Yellow Wollywog. Amphicarus frodendum. Amphituber family. Oh shit, amphitubers? Brand new influencer type? Yo, new influencer just dropped. This magnificent specimen has the brightest gold coloration and the greatest number of lateral spots on any member in the Amphituber family. This species seems to have lost some swimming proficiency with the evolutionary adaptation that granted it greater jumping ability. The Amphituber inhabits aquatic shallows and shows an instinctive drive to jump upon and squash smaller creatures. The Fiery Blowhog. God damn it. I thought I wouldn't use that clip today, but whatever. Look, it's a word completely regardless of Among Us, alright? It's just a word. People used it before that game. It's fine. Relax. Okay. Relax, Cedar. And y'all, okay? Forget about Among Us. Sus is a word. But yes, the fiery blowhog is Sus Draconis. God damn it. Blowhog family. This creature expels a volatile phosphorus compound from its snout that combusts upon contact with air. This fire-breathing ability is dependent upon the air-to-fuel ratio in its mouth, catalyst reaction within the expelled compound, and purification of the compound. Thus, it is highly unlikely such a complex process could cause the spontaneous explosion of a fallen blowhog. This process is also perhaps to avoid risk of spontaneous combustion in the belly of a live specimen. Hang on, I just need to, Oh, that's right, it doesn't zoom in. Yeah, hang on, let me see if I can do something with this. Is there any way I can send a smartphone? Yeah, why not? I just realized I'm not sure if there's something that I might want to not show, so hang on a sec. It doesn't seem... Okay, it's just a QR code. Oh, that's right, I need the app, don't I? Fuck that. Nah, I'll do this later. But believe me, I will be posting that on Twitter. Armored Maudad. Tuberclipium rex. Maudad family. It makes its home inside the hollow stumps of enormous trees. The name is derived from the hard shell covering its entire body. As it grows, It do be Twitter, though. As it grows, it can only molt its shell by slamming into rock walls to shatter it before forming a new one. It has a voracious appetite and doesn't hesitate to eat anything that it sees. Contents of its stomach are often a surprise. Exactly. Like it's a perfectly nice website. You can't just like go on there whenever and there's not like flames and shit all over the place. It's a lovely website. Skitterleaf. Russ pseudo arbicans. Skitterling family. The skitterleaf is a relative of the pond skater that sheds its wings and adapted to life on the ground. With no residual traits of its airborne past, the skitterleaf can neither fly nor skit across the surface of the water. The wings have since evolved into the leaf-like structures on its back, which serves to hide the skitterleaf through mimicry. It appears quite effective, as few predators can see through this clever disguise. White spectralids. Phenostardi alba prismatis. Flutterbee family. It's remarkably similar to its unmarked brethren, but the telltale wing patterns and lone pair of hind legs give it away. It sticks to its own habitat for the most part, though it may fly away to reach a flower or escape a bullbax. It will soon return to its home. The white variety gathers no nectar, but sometimes may be found carrying a pellet. The pyroclasmic sloosh. Salacina vulcanus. The sloosh family. What a wonderful family name that is. A species of terrestrial snail coated in flammable mucus instead of the traditional shell. The creature stays lubricated, through constant secretion of mucus, so that the fires never reach its skin. The most fascinating aspect of these creatures is their instinctive ability to avoid causing widespread fires by carelessly brushing plants. I know what you mean. Sloosh family. What was I gonna say? Oh, right, snails. It's kind of weird they mentioned like regular enemies or regular animals like snails, like they know what they are. In this weird universe where all these different odd creatures exist. It's kind of like an early Pokemon where there's actually like real animals, kind of. Just might. Trilobitans reversa. Burrow Knit family. Yeah, right, Pikmin 2 space bunnies. I mean, I'm not sure those were actually real, but like still, to refer to them as bunnies, it's like there were real animals here? Like even the butterflies. I was like, where are they? I can't find a butterfly. Oh well, but they're like butterflies, and they're not even named butterflies. They're just like regular old creatures. Or maybe they are. Who knows? Burrow Knit family. Others within this family wear their shells on their bellies, but this one's shell functions more like a helmet. Its wings have atrophied into uselessness, so instead it burrows beneath the ground and pops out only to pierce prey with its needle-like proboscis and drain their bodily fluids. Larval jasmites remain underground for years, or even decades in some cases. They're like the kind of borer creatures that like to stay into the vines and ground around like grapevines and stay there for like a year or so. So then when your vines aren't actually properly growing, you're like, what's going on? And then you're like, you just look a little bit and then you see all these gross larvae creatures and ugh. Nasty. Grapefruit borers. Yeah, that's one of them. Grapefruit borers. Not fun to deal with. Arctic cannon larva. Granitus frostium, lithopod family. Like other members of the lithopod family, its internal bacteria are specialized to form ice compounds to form ambient moisture, which it then expels as projectiles. So that's cool. That's actually a really cool way of how that works. It technically doesn't rely on cold temperatures to create this ice, which is formed by pressurized internal fluids that act as coolant. When the projectiles rapidly expand, they absorb ambient heat, lowering their air temperature enough for the moisture in the air to freeze. That's a cool description. Desiccated skitterleaf. Rus mortifolia. Skitterling family. The second bot has arrived, gamers. Goodbye. And again, still somehow more tolerable than TF2 servers right now. The skitterling variant that resembles dead leaves. Its legs have developed in specific ways. The front claws capture prey, while the flat hind legs are suited for running and swimming. Its highly tuned senses keep it still for any creature but Pikmin. Once it gets its claw on its prey, it doesn't easily let go. Recent research has revealed that its camouflage has a second purpose beyond hunting. Scavengers are fooled by its disguise into carrying its eggs, thereby expanding the population. See, that's exactly the kind of shit you're gonna run into in the grapevines. Maybe not exactly with those grapefruit borers, but like something along those lines. You gotta be real careful. That's why you gotta get your vines graded before you put them into the vine. I don't know why I'm talking about grapevines so much. I guess that's just what I know. Bossbat. Tectopervis pteromes. These names, dude. Aerodentia family. This infant stage of the behemoth phosbat has underdeveloped wings and cannot yet fly. It is... Olimar, please. It is scophilous from birth to the point where even the low light of a common glow cap or a light bulb will cause it to vaporize. The chromatosphere excretions that the adult phosbat uses for camouflage are overwhelming to its fragile infant form and cause apoptosis in excessive amounts. My own lamp does not trigger this reaction, possibly because it's late and is the wrong wavelength. Interesting. Phosbat sac. Tectopervis pteromus. Aerodentia family. The behemoth phosbat's egg sacs are found. Affixed to the surfaces around its layer. Each sac spawns roughly 5 baby phosbats, stopping when enough pheromones are in the air to trigger its automatic response. This keeps the population density of phosbats in any given cave at a sustainable level, which is important given the limited supply of food available in its habitat. Behemoth phosbat. Tectopervis pteromus. Aerodentia family. It is forced to live in darkness due to its extreme photosensitivity. The specialized chromatophores on skin can absorb faint light sources to turn completely transparent. Its wings and spines are covered in mildly toxic scales that paralyze small insects until it can inhale them with a powerful vortex. Often, creatures that evolve in darkness have atrophied eyes and albinism, but that is notably not the case here. It does, however, share a tendency to only venture out at night with other cave dwellers. We actually get like a taste of the nocturnal creatures we might see when it turns nighttime in Pikmin. Just a little bit. Whip-tongue bulborb. Oculus longolingua, the grub dog family. Instead of the gnashing jaws usually found in related species, it uses its extensible, vicious tongue to capture prey. Even before it opens its mouth, it's recognized by its tapered snout and black spots against its white back. Some theorize that it evolved its long tongue to snatch prey drawn to high-blooming flowers, but others point out that no infant specimens have ever been seen, suggesting a radically different biological branch. It has only recently been reclassified as part of the grub dog family. Oh. Kinda odd that no offspring or anything has been seen yet. Again, kind of like Pokemon, how they didn't have baby forms of Pokemon until later. Like, we didn't have Magbees or anything, we just had Magmars. Orange bulborb. Oculus kageyami orangium. Grub dog family. This bulborb species boasts a garish color pattern. A garish color pattern with deep orange body and black spots. The orange bulborb's yellow, bloodshot eyes make it clear that this bulborb is excessively edgy and high-strung, making it much easier to wake from deep sleep than other species in the grub dog family. Sand-belching mearslug. Gastropoide anguili. Mearslug family. This giant, limbless invertebrate has a distinctive large orifice. It sets a cone-shaped trap in its sandy layer and waits for prey to fall into it. The main orifice serves as both mouth and anus. I was not ready to read that word today. When it inhales sand, the grains go through its intestinal canal and come out polished and hardened when they are ejected. It's sensitive to sound and vibration. The best time to catch it off guard is when it jumps out from the sand after being startled. Sensitive to the sound of it. Well, actually, that would make sense because it's in the sand, and then you have to be buried and then be able to find its prey while still being buried, so that makes sense. Iridescent flint beetle. Fillet envelopens strictalis. Striaticus. Yes, Striaticus. That is a word. I said it right. I know I said it right. Flint beetle family. Flint beetles are nocturnal, choosing to hide in the grass by day and stay active at night. These creatures keep undigested food pellets in their stomachs to sustain them through winter, but given the right stimulus, they will spit them out. Recent research has revealed that these pellets are enveloped in a membrane that seals and preserves them in a sterile, airtight environment. If kept at room temperature, it seems that this pellet membrane will keep its contents fresh for up to 6 months. The membrane may be made from the same substance that gives the exoskeleton of the flint beetle its beautiful sheen. This specimen is a subspecies of the previously documented species, recognizable by the variant pattern on its back. Nectaris dandlefly. Anisopterid ambrosius. Dandlefly family. Its life cycle comes in 2 stages. First, it hatches underwater. Really? Where the amphibious larva preys on tadpoles and other small aquatic creatures. After it grows large enough, it takes to the surface and completely changes its diet to focus on plant nectar. Hey, I know I ate a bunch of you smaller creatures when I was younger, but I've moved past that. I'm a nectar eater now. I hope you can forgive me. The more of nectar it feeds on, the more segments form on its abdomen. Upon reaching 5 segments, it is a mature adult, ready for procreation. Its straw-like proboscis curls upward to prevent reflux from the nectar it stores. The burrowing snagret. Chiropeids anacondae. Snavian family. The majority of snagret species lie in wait to ambush and capture prey, with a body type perfectly adapted to such sudden strikes. It violently attacks small, surface-dwelling insects. Distributed across a relatively wide range, Distributed across a relatively wide range, the subspecies of snagret suited to the varying soil conditions have emerged, making the snagret the most geographically represented species besides the bulborb, even though there's only one in this game. Visually resembling the burrowing snagret is the burrowing snarrow, the range of which partially overlaps with the snagret's range. While the two may appear similar, when pulled from the ground they can be distinguished by the presence or absence of tail and wing markings. Burrowing snagret and burrowing snarrow. Who do we have that burrowed? Burrowing snarrow. I don't know what that is. Maybe we'll see. There we go. Scornet. Spurgitis adventus. Huntenpeck family. These highly social insects always travel in groups. Each of them has a unique role in the colony. This type is a small, though still adult, worker female. Rather than lay eggs, they spend their lives carrying out the queen's will. In response to their queen's sonic commands, they move in unison as if they were a single entity. To see them dance through the air is a sight to behold, but don't look too long. Their stingers are still deadly. Dwarf orange bulborb. Pansaurus pseudoculi orangium. Breadbug family. Breadbug. Just as dwarf red bulborbs mimic the appearance of normal bulborbs, it was theorized that an orange bulborb mimicking variant must also exist. Recent fieldwork has confirmed this theory. The Scornet Maestro. Sporgitis adventus. Huntenpeck family. Known for its striking lariform mouth, it does not settle at a particular nest but migrates across the waters in search of food. In the spring, the Maestro awakens from its hibernation. Before the advent of summer, she travels with a male partner to the cooler climate of the mainland, where food is plentiful. The male is smaller than the Maestro, with a white body and blue feet, back, and tendrils. It has no wings and thus cannot fly. The Maestro secretes a pheromone to control workers to carry out its commands, which it issues via complex musical cues. When the Maestro is no more, the listless and directionless workers perish along with the rest of the colony. Damn. Flighty Joustmite. Trilobitans reversa volanti. Burrow-knit family. It's a close relative of the original burrow-knit species, but this variety of Joustmite still has the use of its wings. Oddly, it still makes its habitat below ground and employs the same tactic of lying in wait before emerging to strike. The helmet, protecting its head, is functionally as hard as steel, due to waxy secretions in its pores which absorb and redirect any shocks it sustains. Arachnode. Clavofictosphaera. Arachnid family. Arachnid family. Fantastic. This spider-like creature has distinctive yellow stripes on its back carapace. It spins webs in high-traffic areas and waits for prey to blunder into them. Unlike its relatives in the Arachnorb and Dweevil families, it's ambisexual and has 8 legs. Some theorize that its gynandry is meant to aid in reproduction, though of course it cannot reproduce on its own. There is another theory that the species is in fact 2 organisms of opposing gender stuck together, but since no one has ever found a 4-legged, single-sex specimen, this remains speculative. Perhaps. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, that might be... I don't know, maybe. Maybe it's just born as 2 twin... Maybe it's like a Siamese twin sort of deal. Interesting. Puckering Blino. Nerolingus piscatum. Ellipse family. Many assume it's underdeveloped due to its large eyes and lack of fins, but this is simply its normal, fully grown form. Though its dorsal and ventral fins have atrophied, the long caudal fin helps to compensate for this. It can leap high enough out of water to catch low-flying prey. The scales comprising the round patches along the sides are known to turn light pink during breeding season. Ah, like salmon. Sputtlefish. That's a long name. Pseudocephalopoda fluorescens. Squirtler family. Achieving a translucent look without iridophores and featuring 2 tentacles instead of 10 are the signature characteristics of the Squirtler family. Its radial fins, resembling the petals of a flower, lend it a certain beauty as it swims, making it a popular ornamental pet. It can heal light abrasions and cuts via photosynthesis through its symbiosis with Zooxanthella. So if you engage it, be sure to finish the job. Bug-eyed Crawmad. Chamaebarus subterranid. Crawmad family. Like its close cousin the hermit crawmad, it makes its home a burrow. It makes its home in a burrow rather than a shell. It has an abnormally overdeveloped eyes with which to detect prey in cloudy water or low visibility mud. These enormous eyes can perceive circular polarized light, as well as the ultraviolet and infrared spectrum. It is well protected from predators, allowing it to live for upwards of 50 years and grow to immense size by repeated ecdysis. That's a word. Yes. Let me just check something real quick. Sorry, I have one or two things to do this week, so I just wanted to make sure on those. The Toady Bloister. Molluschid minionicus. Mollusking family. This species of creature is yet to fully evolve from shelled mollusk to the more advanced bloister. Compared to the bloister, this creature is substantially smaller. The fact that its mandibles do not protrude as significantly as the ranging bloisters is due in part to the fact that, like most mollusks, its vital organs are located deep within the creature's carapace. The flower-like appendage on its back is actually a grill. It prefers a watery habitat from which it can capture unsuspecting small prey with its sticky tendrils. Peckish aristocrab. Our friend. Brachyurces Essurio. Onion shell family. Its unnaturally large claw is used for catching prey, for self-defense, and most surprisingly, for its mating call. Most aspects of the crab's life revolve around it, which may explain why the crab becomes fearful and docile when the claw is damaged. It would also account for the claw's remarkable regenerative capabilities, which can restore it completely in a single night. It is also known to blow bubbles when under attack, but this is a result of it venting from the wrong discharge valve when under extreme stress. Craggled Myrclops. Tetrapods gigantum. Tetrapods gigantum. Myrclops family. A rule of thumb is that the larger a creature is, the more it must consume to support its body weight. The Craggled Myrclops is no exception. It uses its root-like legs to drain its environments of nutrients to the point that puncturing it could improve the entire surrounding area's ecosystem. It also catches small insects using a hidden tongue in the wide mouth found all about its circumference. What prey it manages to catch, it dissolves to their base compounds, such as nitrogen, phosphoric acid, and potassium. Its insides are fertile ground for a wide variety of plants, including Sleeping Beauty and dusty mushrooms. Some theorize that the fruit-like growth atop its main body is in itself a parasitic species living off of the nutrients and it drains from the Myrclops' enormous body. Hermit Crawmad. Chamaebarus rustica. Crawmad family. Looking at the eyes and sickle-shaped leg characteristics of Squilus. Yes, Squilus. One would think this is a Squilla relative. In fact, it is a relative of the hermit crab. This species, however, has migrated from seaside life in a shell and instead inhabits burrows in the ground. While its legs appear as sickle-like, they are pincers it uses to snap at its prey. It prefers to feed on small creatures that pass by its lair, dragging them inside to eat them. A calcified crushblat. Durotesta longuscus, crushblat family. Originally, these creatures were water-based mollusks. Their hard shell let them live on the land by keeping its soft flesh from being exposed to predators. It absorbs nutrients from the water through its skin, which is a relatively inefficient way of feeding compared to hunting. As a result, it spends most of its time sedentary due to its low metabolism, whatever. The crystal shell on its back is made of silica that it absorbs. The shells shed by younger crushblats find use as projectiles used by scutterchucks. Shaggy long legs. Pseudoarachnia capillum. Arachnorb family. Thick hair grows on its spherical center as well as its joints. One would think there's One would think it's there for protection, but it's a simple matter to pluck out the hairs out. Several coloration variants have been cited, most likely due to regional characteristics rather than stress or advanced age. They normally sit docile above trees, but will descend to scare off intruders with loud footfalls. Look, footfalls! Baldy Longlegs, Pseudoarachnia calvitium, Arachnorb family. Technically, this is merely a shaggy longlegs that has lost its hair. But since the hairs never grow back, this is considered a separate species and classified under its own name. It has similarities to the beady longlegs, but it doesn't secrete wax from its exoskeleton, and thus lacks its cousin's unique patterning. The absence of wax also allows small insects to climb its legs without slipping. Its central orb splits horizontally, but researchers have yet to determine the significance of this difference. Swarming sheargrub, Hemiaga turba, Mandiblard family. In contrast to the more common variety of mandiblards, it spends its entire life above ground without ever going below the surface. It hunts for food in packs, preferring to feed on nectar and fruit juice since its jaws are too weak to capture prey. It grows quickly after feeding, but it has difficulty moving at its large size. Shearrig, Hemiaga valaris, Mandiblard family. Unusual for their genus, flying mandiblards have retained their wings. However, only the adult males of the species can fly. Females of the species spend most of their lifespan underground. They do emerge for a period after maturation to spawn, but they never metamorphose. Watery blowhog, I mean. Suslugians, blowhog family. A variant subspecies of the fiery blowhog, the watery blowhog lacks several of the dominant genes necessary for the production of fire-producing catalysts and thus expels jets of the non-flammable liquid. This subspecies appears to have recently evolved. However, the hereditary traits of this variant are dominant and highly robust, so its population is rapidly increasing. Wait. Hereditary traits are dominant. Wait a minute. Lacks dominant genes of set. But it says here it's dominant gene. Maybe I'm getting... Perhaps I'm getting hereditary traits and genes confused here. Probably am. And Plasm Wraith. Unknown species, unknown family. This unusual life form consists of an amorphous body around a hard cubic core. The body can shift not only into different shapes, but in different substances. It reminds me very much of the water wraith, and at first I wonder if it was also an ectoplasmic incarnation. However, enough others have seen and encountered it to dispel this theory. The creatures living near the plasm wraith must be formed from its gelatinous substance, since they all liquefy upon its death. It's not clear what purpose they serve for the wraith. It's currently unknown what caused the hole in its torso, some sort of manifested psychic wound? But the search for this cause may lead us down the path to unraveling the history of evolution on this planet. And that's the Piklopedia. I mean, of course, I missed a good 13 creatures, unfortunately. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I missed a few, unfortunately, but I'm not going back for any of them. I have no reason to. And I mean, I could read all the exploration notes, but really, I'm good with just doing Olimar's log. I already read all the fruit, so we are actually perfectly good. Oh yeah, it's just end of game stuff, whatever. We already did that. To the title screen we go! Because you know what? We've done everything. We've explored everything this game has to offer. Not all the bingo bell levels, sure, but oh well. It's a multiplayer thing, I can't really do much with that. So yeah, finally, after starting this game early in October through the demo, and then properly, once we actually got the game in January, along with Half-Life 2, we finally beaten Half-Life. We finally completed Pikmin 3 Deluxe. not like a fully completion thing. In fact, I mean, look at our badges. Missing quite a number of them, but it's fine. We've done all the story. We've checked out the Piklopedia and all stuff. We've done side stories. We've done mission mode. And we even checked out Bingo Battle. I am content with this. I feel like I've gotten the most out of Pikmin 3 Deluxe. And for that, I am content. I am happy. And I am thankful. And I am also very thankful that I was actually able to finish this. Now, for Pikmin, I will definitely come back to the series. I'd like to play the first 2 games on stream sometime. I just don't know when I would. Because when I do, I'm also going to do the mission mode, because I've never done that. May as well. So... might be a while before we see Pikmin again, but... yeah. It's always a series I love revisiting. Although the next time I play Pikmin 3, if I ever do stream Pikmin 3 again, it will be on the Wii U. I'm just saying. Not because it's a different version, just because I enjoy playing that more. Although as Pikmin 3 Deluxe is, I totally recommend this if you have not played a Pikmin game before, or have not played Pikmin 3 yet. The controls I have my issues with them, but other than that, this is the best package. And sure, if you have a Wii U, you could always get Pikmin 3, the original, but you would still have to get the DLC. This comes with all the DLC, plus side stories, plus all the stuff in the Piklopedia, as well as a couple of other, decent changes, and co-op. I know a lot of people were upset that, like, this was a $60 package, and granted, it's pricey, sure, but I do think it is, overall, worth it if you didn't get Pikmin 3 already. And if you don't have Pikmin 3, it mainly just depends. Do you want to play it with the gamepad and for slightly cheaper? Which won't be much of a problem soon, I hope. Please, use copies, get cheap. But, it's a good package. I totally recommend it. Even if you don't have that much interest in Pikmin, maybe try out the demo and see if you kind of get into it. Who knows? Might make you a fan. But, yeah, that's gonna be it for Pikmin 3 Deluxe. So, right now, in terms of streams, all I have going on right now, really, is a Hat in Time with the Flight Stick. And I might also, I might play Pac-Man 99 since it's out. I haven't even talked about Pac-Man 99, because it came out after the last time I streamed. I haven't been able to talk about it. I'll talk about it later. I'll probably play it on stream, we'll see. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do Hat in Time tomorrow. And if not, well, then that'll be all the streams for this week, probably. Although next week, do look forward to, because I will at least guarantee one stream with Hat in Time, and probably Pac-Man 99 next week. So, look forward to that. And, once April is over, the streams will really start to pick back up, since I'll be less floored with doing a bunch of other things, and I'll have more games to stream. New Pokemon Snap will be out, look forward to that, and another game that I think I actually just got in the mail today. To pair along with that, that'll be a good time. But, yeah. That's gonna be it for now. If you want to know exactly when I go live with those other games, probably around 12 to 1:30, whenever I do. For about hour and a half to 3 hours, we'll see. Maybe I'll extend a little like this time. But if you need to know exactly when I go live, you can always follow the channel and turn on notifications, or my Twitter where I post every time I go live. If you need to see any previous games I've played, we have Zeter Streams, 966mod, the YouTube archive channel where I host every previous stream I've done, and any other links you may need are also on the channel and the Twitch page. With all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching to the end of Pikmin 3 Deluxe. This has been a good playthrough. I might not have given it the most focus at all times, but I'm glad I stuck through it. Kind of weird how this has technically been my longest lasting playthrough, but yeah. All that said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And my crew my crew. I wish you a wonderful day and rest of your week if I do not see you again.
Among Us!